Start. Alright. It is I, the furry boy. We are back. We are here to finally finish this case. And justice for all. For all. As I mentioned before, there are two endings. And when I get to the spot, I will save so we can get both of them. So, you two ready? It's the Blue Lobster. How did I get into this mess? That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title. Oh, hi, Tori. You haven't caught up, have you? You're very far behind. Understandable. Hi. This is the ending of the last case of Justice for All. Alright, enjoy the lurk. Real quick, is the audio okay? I don't want to ruin it. No, you're you're fine. Is the audio okay? Haven't heard you. Oh, can y'all speak? Oh, thank you for mentioning that. I forgot to change it back. Streaming. Okay, say again.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
How's that? Okay. Thank you, Tori. Enjoy the lurk. Hello, this is Phoenix Wright.
Oh, sorry.
Nope, you're good. This is Videk anyways.
Oh yeah, this is this is a fake voice. You don't look so well, dude.
Always makes things on OBS too, you know. Yes, and I don't know if I can do that with the Discord audio, because I have to constantly change it back and forth. Because it's... I don't think I can call... Well... I don't know, I'll figure it out later.
You're gonna prove me not guilty today, right?
Also, I would recommend, lurking now if you don't want spoiled. I need to change my music often too, that's fair. No, it's just I changed, I changed which, channel I was setting the audio to. That's what it was. Anyways, enjoy the lurk, Tori.
If you please, Mr. Lawyer. Remember, it's not just me. Your precious friend's life is riding on today's verdict as well.
Now listen up. You better get on guard a guilty sentence, okay?
Almost nothing.
If you get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you. Ever.
Maya. I think that's... Mia.
Phoenix! Phoenix!
That's not Mia, but...
Oh! Maya.
Mia!
Alright.
Maya! How's Maya?
My brain just went sideways, I'm sorry.
You're alright.
I'm also working on something, so I apologize.
Oh, my bad.
I don't know.
You don't know?
She hasn't tried to channel me since yesterday.
Yeah, what am I supposed to do?
Well, like I said, for a lawyer, the worst of times are when you have to force your biggest smiles.
But...
You can't give up. There's still some hope left.
Stop it, please! There's nothing left. Not here, not anywhere. Such a person on guard again. Will you leave me alone? Look, don't call me anymore, I mean it! I'm really mean, pal. Ah! Gumshoe! I'm really sorry. Where are you? Let me join the investigation team when we're chasing after the killer, pal. And you have some sort of lead? Sorry, but right now we've got 0 leads on the guy. We're not going to give up. Gumshoe. Until the trial's over. Until the verdict is handed down. We're gonna do everything we can to find the killer. If we can get Maya out, then you can get On Guard the guilty verdict he deserves, pal. It's true. I could do that if they found Maya first. Got that? So you have to do whatever you can to make the trial last longer. I have to make the trial last longer? If you go with Mr. Edgeworth with everything you've got, then you two can draw it out. Oh, now I get it. I believe in you, pal. You and Mr. Edgeworth can do it. So, believe in us. We're gonna give it all we've got, just like you. Got it. Thanks, Gumshoe.
Hey, Phoenix. You understand now, don't you? You have something money will never be able to buy. Friendship.
Yeah, that's nice and all. Hang on.
Alright.
Yeah, that's great and all, but I got, like, your friendship can't pay my bills.
Okay, I don't know.
It's the strongest weapon in the world, and you have it in abundance.
Yeah. Looks like we're coming to the end. I have to make the trial last as long as I can. Gumshoe will come through, I know it. March 23rd, 10 a.m. The gavel rings of justice. Court is now in session.
Don't do that.
Court is now in session for the trial of Matt Hongard. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Now, as I recall, we concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery on our hands. The mystery being, what exactly was Miss Adrian Andrews' role in this murder? That is to say, is she really connected to the crime itself? Mr. Edgeworth, if you would please inform the court of today's proceedings. Adrian Andrews. She forged evidence that threw suspicion onto Mr. Ongard, and then proceeded to escape the crime scene by wearing a nickel samurai costume. The guilt of these actions are those from which she cannot escape. Are you saying that she is guilty after all? Not finished, Your Honor. Miss Andrews has nothing to do with committing the actual murder. I would like to direct the court's attention to this card. What is that? Looks like a shell. This is the calling card of a certain assassin. Assassin, you say? Yes, Juan Corrida was killed by a professional assassin. And the person who hired the assassin, his client, so to speak, is Matt Ongard. What a surprising turn of events! I would think it's become commonplace by now, Your Honor. I know what's going on this time. So I know that everything Edgeworth has said is true.
But we still have to hold out as long as we can. At least until Maya's safe and sound.
I wonder how the trial will turn out today. Now then, please call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution calls the defendant's mentor, Mr. Will Powers, to the stand. Now the witness, your name and occupation, please. Okay. I'm, Will Powers. I'm a poor, underpaid action star. And what is your relation to the defendant? Well, I guess I'm sort of a lousy mentor to him in a way, yeah. Mr. Powers, please, you don't need to put yourself down so much. Oh, sorry. Well, but I'm just kind of a nothing sort of guy. The night of the murder, you visited the defendant's room. Is this correct? Yes. I didn't know that. But you know, I didn't actually get to see Matt when I went. All you need to do is answer what you're asked. Now then, I would like you to please testify about when you went to Mr. Ongard's room. Okay, sure. Oh boy. After the award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his Knuckle Samurai costume. He was talking with someone. At first, I thought it was the bellboy. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me. Nothing sounds out of place in Mr. Powers' testimony. Talking with the bellboy is no big deal. One assumed that the person Mr. Ongard was speaking with was an ordinary bellboy. What are you implying? Well, Mr. Wright, let's have your cross-examination, shall we?
Looks like we're in another sticky situation.
Huh?
A trap. Can't you smell it, Phoenix? But for us to find out more, we're just going to have to charge in head first, right?
That's what I do best. What a headbutt Will Powers. That's what you mean, right?
Ice Bear's okay with this.
Penance room, why'd you go there? Well, I'm his mentor, like a big brother sort of, and I wanted to say congrats. What's wrong? What did you saw? Mr. Wright! What is it? You're going to try to trick me into a corner, aren't you? Huh? I know I'm just a poor underpaid action star, but I'm not the killer! No one said you were, Mr. Powers. No, please, don't trick me. Every time you do your lawyer thing, the witness suddenly turns into the bad guy. Every time? Witness. I'll personally talk to the defense at a later time.
Oof.
So for now,
Yep.
please kindly cooperate and continue with your testimony. Sorry. So, you went to the defendant's room, and then... Hey, wait a minute! When and how did I suddenly turn to the bad guy here? The moment you woke up today. Are you sure that was Matt Ongard? Yeah, I'm sure. He wasn't wearing the Knuckle Samurai mask then. If that's the case, then he really can't be mistaken. And what was the defendant doing, standing in front of his own room? At first? What do you mean by that? Well, he was in a bellboyish uniform and he had a bottle of juice on a tray. Sounds like an ordinary bellboy to me. Yeah, but I didn't think he was a normal bellboy. And why was that? Why did I think that, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Sorry, but I can't remember right now. Sorry. Guess I'm gonna have to wait patiently on this one. In other words, keep pressing. You saw the two of them, the bellboy and the defendant, together, correct? Yeah, the bellboy just wanted to say congrats. Now, while you were watching the two of them, did you notice anything strange? You know, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, he gave the bellboy a tip. A tip? That's a perfectly normal thing to do. How long did you watch the two of them? Not more than a minute or two, I think. So who are these guests you're talking about? You guys, of course. You and Maya and Little Pearl. I thought it would be really rude since I invited you guys if I disappeared on you. I went back to my seat pretty soon after seeing Matt in the hallway. Like squeezing water from a stone. It's probably pointless to press further.
Do you remember this incident? Did Mr. Powers leave his seat that night?
I don't remember that happening at all. Maya was making such a racket in her hyper state. I ended up focusing on her. That's about
I
right.
see. In any case, from his story, he probably wasn't gone for very long.
How... I think it was this one he said he couldn't remember. I was like, actually, Mr. Powers, only a few minutes ago you stated... You know, I did feel something weird. Give the bellboy a tip. Could it be that you felt something strange about the tip-giving incident itself? Ah! Yeah, that's it! You really know your job! Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. This bellboy, he was an ordinary one, was he? Perhaps we should let the witness tell us. Very well. Mr. Powers, please amend your testimony. You mean about the bellboy, right? Matt gave the bellboy a tip. So he gave the bellboy a tip. What's so strange about that? Oh, well, you see, Matt's not a poor penny pincher like me. I was trying to figure out how much it was because the tip really shocked me. How much it was? That's when something even more surprising happened. Bellboy was putting the tip he got in his pocket. And that's when I got my first good look at the guy's face. I was really shocked. Rated don't follow at all. So Mr. Powers was surprised twice by this event. I wonder which of his shocking moments I should ask about. His face. What was shocking about the bellboy's face, Mr. Powers? Well, he wasn't exactly a boy, more like an old gramps. I hope you know that discrimination towards old men is a no-no in my court. No, that's not what I meant at all. Smack in the middle of the guy's face, there was a line of stitches. A line of stitches. Yeah, it went straight from the tippy top of his head to the bottom of his chin. Almost like if that thread snapped, all the stuff in his head would come spilling out. It was there, at Ungar's house. It was that butler! What is it, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. That means Enguarde was talking with the killer at then. If that fact were to be exposed, Enguarde would be declared guilty in a blink.
Phoenix, you have to play dumb here. Pretend you don't know anything.
Oh, I'm good at that. Yes, Chief. You don't have anything you would like to say, Mr. Wright? Huh? What did you just say, Your Honor? Nothing, Mr. Wright. Nothing. We're just going around and around in circles. Now then, Mr. Powers, please continue with your testimony. Okay, let's ask about the other one. The defendant is a huge star. He can afford to give generous tips, wouldn't you agree? Sure. Giving him that much was maybe a little too much, I think. A little too much? Could you please clarify for the courts? About how much would you say the defendant gave to the bellboy? Honestly, I don't know. I can't even begin to guess. Why is that? Because he gave the bellboy a really fat roll of cash. A roll of cash?! Oh,
I
well.
love how even when like you zoom out, Powers is still like shrinking out on himself like I made a mistake.
Yup. Oh, well. How interesting. That certainly was a very generous tip, wasn't it? A very fat roll of cash. That can hardly be called a tip, Your Honor. Judge speaking to look awfully suspicious of us. Objection! The defendant is a
Oop.
superstar. That kind of tip is typical fare for people like him. Are you saying that all superstars are super spenders? If I could receive large rolls of cash by simply bringing people things on trays, then why on earth would I stand around here prosecuting? He's got a point. I don't even get paid, let alone rolls of cash for all my hard work. So supposing that roll of cash was not a tip, then what was it? Payment, Your Honor. Payment? Isn't it obvious? For the murder of Mr. Juan Corrida. Then the bellboy the witness saw. Yes, he was the assassin. Well, how are we gonna get out of this one, Phoenix? Hold your horses now. Edgeworth, you don't have any proof of this, do you? Have I ever been unprepared to support my claims, Your Honor? I have here the card
often.
You used to. I have here the card of Shelly the Killer left at the scene of the crime. Shelly the Killer. He is the person the police's special investigations team has been chasing for ages. I am certain that the person the witness saw was this very assassin, Shelly the Killer. Really? What's wrong, Mr. Powers? No, nothing. Something just clicked in my head and I think I just figured something out. Oh? Actually, I saw that bellboy again later on that night. What? Mr. Powers, please testify. Tell us what you saw. Yes, sir. Right away. He's gonna testify about when Maya got the phone call. This time I was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. Oh, okay. That's where that bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Corrida's room. Now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kind of out of place. Yeah, so he had to be the assassin, I'm sure of it. I mean... Thank you very much. That is all we need for now. But I'm not done. There's still more. Let us first establish that the bellboy was truly Mr. the Killer. And then we shall see. The bellboy came out of the victim's room. If that bellboy really was the assassin, then I think the answer is fairly obvious. That would be correct, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, I believe it's your turn. To entertain and make us laugh.
This is no laughing matter.
It makes the pain go away. Eat my melted ice cream here for a minute.
Understandable.
I'll entertain the stream real quick.
Poor choice. I can't sing.
I'm currently drawing.
Ah,
Ah.
be entertained by the screams of the damned. Anyway,
Anyway.
moving on. Let me tell you how poor my luck is. I want a single card from EV Grove,
Mm-hmm.
and I can almost buy it with pack points.
Jeez.
At 5 cards a pack and 5 points, 180.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Let me just real quick run the numbers. Okay. I've opened 76 packs,
Jeez. And you still
and I
haven't got
still
the
haven't.
one.
It's still, yeah, I still haven't got the one I wanted.
Hmm. It's the Umbreon one.
I just want Umbreon.
Hmm.
I could live, like, hold on. Let me pull up the what have you gotten from Eevee Grove real quick here. I've gotten 2 of the 3 legendary bird shinies.
Jeez. Which ones do you have?
Moltres and Articuno.
Ah, nice.
I think I have a couple of the shiny birds as well. Let me check.
I have
Oh, I know,
one.
I lied.
like-
I have simply shiny Moltres. What I do have instead, however, is 2 shiny Galades.
Oh wait,
Oh.
I sent you the picture of what I have in mute chat. Let me look. Oh, it doesn't show the birds.
No, the birds are at the bottom.
Yep.
Hang on.
I also have 2 full art Hows.
Hmm.
Oh, I just have shiny Zapdos. Okay. Wait, you have 2 of those?
Hikari gets in. Yeah, I have 2 full art Hows.
Hey, if I give you the movie Eevee, can you give me one of those?
We can't train it.
God
We can't
dang
train
it!
those.
Oh, I hate you, Hal. I hate you so much.
What I've said every time I've pulled them, I swear to God.
Yes, back.
Oh, it's because I did the one pull of Beast Boost and got the shiny Arcanine.
I got
That's why.
shiny. Let's see. I got shiny Articuno and shiny Pinsir.
Nice. I'm just gonna screenshot this. I finally got more than just Flareon and Sylveon for full art. I'll shove this into No Speak mute chat. Oh,
Get
shut up and look
close
at the
enough.
cards. Those are the full arts
Ah.
from Eevee Grove that I have. And shinies.
Oh, you have Glaceon.
I do. Glaceon, Leafeon, and Espeon were pulled today.
Ah.
Oh jeez, I need Flareon, Glaceon, and Espeon. I have Leafeon, Vaporeon, Jolteon, Sylveon, and Umbreon.
I have Leafeon, Flareon, Vaporeon, and Sylveon, and Eevee.
You know what? Screw it.
Missing.
I'm doing a 10 pull. You know what? No. I'm gonna do it.
No, stream.
I'm gonna do a 10 pull whenever my next card is ready. Whenever my next pack is ready.
Fair enough.
Understandable.
Which will be around 12:02.
Yeah. Fair enough. Stream.
Yeah, sorry.
It's like holding you to the screen.
Stream it! I'm still getting a message over in...
His people are still doing the.
Yeah, they're still talking about it. What time was it? Oh, well, I don't remember. The award ceremony ended around 8 p.m., right? And I went to Matt's room pretty soon after that. And then I came back. Then I went to the bathroom. Well, I guess maybe it was around 8:10 by that time. Well, one for details, are you, Mr. Powers? Sorry. I thought I could maybe catch Matt and say my congrats. Are you sure it was the same bellboy? Yeah. And how could you tell? All the bellboys wore the same uniform after all. But you see, well, he had those stitches in his face. Ugh. I'm sure it's the same guy that I was talking with Matt. So which room did a bellboy come out of? Victim's room, huh? Yeah, the one with all the really pretty flowers and teddy bears. It was Juan's room, alright. Words cannot describe how screwed I am. Let's continue with the testimony, shall we? So what exactly was so out of place about him? Right. Why the insipid grin? Maybe because I have no idea what damaging thing he's gonna say next? Well, the bellboy was empty-handed. Empty-handed? That bellboy was one of those room service people, right? But he wasn't pushing a cart, and he wasn't holding a tray either. You'd call that a little strange too, wouldn't you? I agree that it is a bit strange, Mr. Powers. Is it really that unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed? I do. Should I let Mr. Powers' testimony slide, or... Try to pull a fast one. There's nothing strange or unusual about an empty-handed bellboy. There really is. There really isn't. You two are done being school children. Bellboys are for room service. There is no reason for them to be empty-handed, ever. Your Honor, I ask the witness's previous statement be supplemented with this new one. It's worth. Are you going to do whatever you can to make the bellboy look suspicious? See, very well. The court recognizes and grants the prosecution's request. Mr. Powers, if you could amend your testimony, please. Yes, sir. How the heck? I think it's suspicious for him to be empty-handed. Yeah, really suspicious. I mean, when I first saw that bellboy, he was holding a tray in his hand. And there was a bottle of juice and a wine glass on it. Juice? What kind of juice was it? Pretty sure it was tomato juice.
Maybe the bottle of said juice that was found in the victim's room?
That's what I'm thinking.
If we could come up with some sort of reason as to why he would come out empty-handed, some sort of proof, then I think we can dodge the bullet on this one for now.
Proof, huh? Sounds like another job for the court record. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Videk. Have the glass itself. We also have the photo. Let's try the glass. Okay. Mr. Powers. Yes? You're easily influenced by other people's words, aren't you? As soon as you heard that the bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up in believing it must be true. But isn't he really suspicious? He's got all the stitches, and... So, a baseball has stitches. Are you saying that all baseballs are suspicious because they have stitches? Nope. Well, there's also... I mean, what about him being empty-handed? I would like to ask the court to please take a look here. This is the crime scene. There's a wine glass sitting next to Mr. Kurita's body. The liquid inside this glass is tomato juice. And now, if you would look at what is on top of the table in the lower right corner of here, anyone can clearly see that it is a tray with a bottle of tomato juice on it. The bellboy had just brought this to Mr. Kurita's room. He left a tray in the room, which is why he was empty-handed when he left. But what? That would mean that the bellboy had seen and left a dead body in the room. But can you prove that Mr. Kurita was already dead at that time? Mr. Edgeworth! Yes? I blame you for leading me down this route. I'm terribly sorry. What is with him? Why is he laughing? Witness, isn't there one more thing you would like to share with us? Is there? Bellboy was empty-handed. Or should I say, empty-handed. Recall you had something interesting to say about his hands. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Huh? What? That bellboy, he was wearing gloves. Gloves? Yeah, pitch black leather ones. All the other bellboys don't wear gloves like that, right? Black leather gloves. Why didn't you mention them earlier? Sorry, it slipped my mind. Boy, this makes Bellboy really suspicious. Alright, gotta focus. I can't get lax here. So what if he had gloves? A lot of bellboys wear gloves. Oh, Mr. Wright, that bellboy was wearing black leather ones. So, the football's made of leather. Are you saying all footballs are suspicious because they're made of leather? Bro has a thing for sports balls, apparently.
Apparently.
That man, he received a large bullet catch from the defendant. Then he was seen leaving the crime scene wearing black leather gloves. I don't think that even someone like myself can believe he was just another bellboy. Ugh. It seems that we have finally come to an understanding. Now then, witness, please continue with the rest of your testimony. The rest? Oh yes, please tell us more. Okay. Oh god, there's more? Just bury me now! After leaving Juan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door, just like that. He gave something to the person inside the room. Then the old guy just left, without even going into the room. After that, I went to the bathroom and then back to my seat. So the bellboy, after leaving the crime scene, next went to the defendant's room? Yeah, guess I saw all that by accident. Some accident? I'd say you saw too much. Well, if it was suspicious to high heaven. I think it's safe to say that we can no longer consider this bellboy to be normal. Now then, let's get started, shall we? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Guys, I think we're screwed.
I mean, let's be honest, we all know he did it.
Yeah,
He,
I mean,
he did it. He committed the murder.
to be fair, we have to prove who hired him too, so...
Well, yeah. Yeah, but we also know who hired him.
Yes, and we have to find out how to make it not look like that until they're done saving Maya.
Well, you might just be a little hooped.
Well... That we saw while you were busy spying? Excuse me? I may be a poor and paid action star, but even I wouldn't stoop to spy. Well, I think the point is, where did you watch all this from, Mr. Powers? Oh, from the door of the bathroom with my left eye, in a sort of sneaky spy-like... I knew he was spying. Please, does it really matter if he was doing it over or underhandedly? What did the bellboy do next? That's all I care to know. I said, hold it! Okay. That's better. What kind of statement is that? Please elaborate and give us a few more details. Oh, okay. I should probably ask him only one question at a time. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was about to say, like, he handed something off. Like, that might be
Oh,
a good place to pick up.
I think we have to do both anyways, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
So I think this is something the bellboy handed off. Plus, if he tells us whose hand it was, we might be able to figure something
Yeah,
out.
he has no idea.
No, well, fair. What do you mean? I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. An arm? And you're saying you didn't see the person's face? Yeah.
No.
Well, it was Mr. Ongard's room, correct? So it could have only been Mr. Ongard himself, I'd say. And then, what did the bellboy do after that? Oh, so after he gave the person inside the room the thing... I mean, it could have been Adrian Andrews with a masculine or feminine hand, come on.
Are you... Hold on now.
What?
You can't be like, oh, is it a masculine or feminine head? Because there are some people who still believe that Michelle Obama's a man.
Okay, fair enough. However...
Just be fair, those people are idiots.
Yes. But also remember, 2001, and Matt and Adrian both have very
Okay.
different hands.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
He gave something to this person? Yeah. What was this something? If I remembered what it was, I wouldn't be calling it a something, would I? It implies that something was removed from the scene of the crime. Are you sure you really can't remember, Mr. Powers? I think it was something kinda small. I'd like to summarize the testimony up to this point, if you don't mind. When the bellboy left the crime scene, he immediately went to the defendant's room. There, he handed a small item of some sort to the person inside. As for the person who received the item, all you could see was the person's arm. Yes, it was just like that. Mr. Edgeworth, is all this really that important? Of course, Your Honor. I think this is of the utmost importance. This is when whatever was removed from the crime scene was handed over to the client. Mr. Powers, please try to remember what it was that the bellboy handed off. Well, let's see. I think it was... No. Remember, please add it to your testimony. Yes, sir. If I saw it again, I could say for sure, but I think it was some sort of wooden statue.
The figurine.
Here's the thing. If we present it, they're gonna ask where we got it from.
I think that's the only thing we can really do.
It is. Ah, shoot!
I suppose not like this.
What's the point of that pregnant pause? Where did that objection come from? Well, speak up. It was me, Your Honor. He knows we're screwed. Help me!
Back.
Yes, Vidak.
So I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh,
I
boy.
spare is going to go scream into the void.
Understandable.
Oh,
Sorry,
boy.
I cut you off.
All good. What is it, Phoenix?
I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen once I show this. Mr. Wright, if you have something to say, please spit it out. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Phoenix, deep breath. Mr. Powers, there's something you saw. Was it this item? Oh, hey, that's it. That's something. Oh, Mr. Wright, you really figured it out. Recall we found the why? Whoa! Edgeworth, you know the situation. You're supposed to help me.
Mm-mm.
Oh no. Ugh. We're screwed. Recall we found this at Matt Onguard's mansion. At the defendant's house? What does this mean? It's simple, Your Honor. Billy the Killer assassinated Juan Corrida in his room, and then he stole this wooden bear from the scene of the crime. Then the bear being found at Mr. Onguard's mansion would mean... It goes without saying, Your Honor. Mr. Matt Onguard is the killer's client. Order! I said order! Mr. Wright, this is the most unfortunate turn of events for you. Yeah. Sorry, Mia.
No, it's alright. Your judgment is sound. Actually, I figured the bear would come up.
So you have a solution, right?
If not now, then it would have later on.
So you have a solution, right?
Even if you hadn't shown it to the court, I'm sure your friend Edgeworth would have.
You have a solution, right? I almost forgot that you knew about it too. It is clear that there is no need for us to continue this trial. Oh god, I can't let this happen. I have to do something. There has to be something we've overlooked. Your Honor, a minute, please. Yes, Mr. Wright? There are still a few points left that we have not fully explored. What are you trying to pull? Well, we can't have that. Right, Mr. Wright, what questionable point would you like to explore further? The person who received the bear. There was one thing in Mr. Powers' testimony that was very unclear, and that is the identity of the person who received the bear. He gave something to the person inside the room. I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. As long as we don't know who it was that took the bear, we can't be sure of— Ah! He remembered.
Oh boy.
What is it, Mr. Powers? If you're going to scream like that, then at least give us a good reason why. Oh, yeah, sorry. Actually, so I remembered. I remembered who took the bear. What? Really? I mean, I only saw his arm, but the arm. It was the Nickel Samurai's arm, I swear it. Okay, I mean, that still helps us a bit. Because Adrian Andrews had the thing on after.
Yep.
Keyword after.
Yep.
You've gotta be kidding! Are you sure of that, Mr. Powers? Yeah, I'm sure it was the Nickel Samurai. Order, order! Looks like you've dug your own grave, yet again. How many times that today? I've lost count. This person who took in this little bear was the Nickel Samurai. And as we all know, Matt Hongard is the Nickel Samurai. Thanks to defense, we've made that all the clearer. What am I supposed to do now? Mia, help!
You don't have time to act lost. You've got to find another angle to attack this from. Hurry.
I know the angle, just let me do it! Now I'll bring this cross-examination to— Your Honor! Again, Mr. Wright. You've already removed any and all questionable areas of this testimony. It's about time you were removed from this court, Mr. Wright. I have to find something. Even one more little point will do. There are still questions left unanswered. What are you trying to pull? Oh, well, we can't have that. Right, Mr. Wright? Oh, wait, hold on. Oh. Bear! Joe Frederick, don't let me down now. I think it's fairly obvious that the bear itself is very questionable. The bear, Mr. Wright, was just found at Mr. Ongard's mansion. However, Mr. Ongard was arrested at the hotel that night, which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home. That's true. I think Your Honor has already figured out what I'm trying to say. It's not possible that it was Mr. Ongard who took this bear to this mansion. Why, that's very true. We did consider that point, Mr. Wright. There was no way, time-wise, for the defendant to have taken this bear home. Phew, that's a— You haven't gotten the best of me yet, Mr. Wright. Huh? I remember clear as day. I remember what you muttered to yourself at Ongard's mansion. Yeah, my big mouth. Aren't you supposed to help me? Save Maya? You're not helping me! You have this area completely surrounded. There was no way for him to escape. I can't believe it. That butler, all this time, he was the killer. The killer and Ongard were working together, so to speak. The killer was hiding at Ongard Mansion as its butler. What a bold move. The bear figurine was brought back to Ongard Mansion by the killer himself. It looked like he was about to be arrested. Ongard had him do so. I assume because it would have been bad if the police found it during their investigation. Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quiet for a while now. This is too much. Is there anything I can attack at all? I think we've heard enough. We now know why this bear figurine was at the defendant's mansion, as well as who it was that received the bear from the assassin in his room. Everything has become very clear. The client who hired the assassin to commit the murder was Mr. Matt Enguarde. See no reason for this trial to continue. Therefore, I will now hand down my verdict. Thank you, Your Honor, for your understanding. You see, Mr. Wright, you could not win against the truth, could you? I knew it would turn out this way. After all, what Edgeworth has stated is the truth. Any last objections, Mr. Wright? Well, do I? What should I do?
Is this where...
No.
No? Okay.
We have to raise an objection. No, my... There's only one way for me to drag this trial out. The only thing I have left is one dirty trick. Your Honor, right now we have these two reasons to believe my client is the assassin's client. Reason number 1, he accepted the bear figurine from the assassin. Reason number 2, that very same figurine was found at Enguarde Mansion. However, it's possible this is all the work of a certain other person. What are you saying? What I'm saying is, it's possible a different person is the killer's real client. The real client. Yes. Tisk tisk, is this all you have? Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your theory. Who do you say is the killer's real client, and therefore the real murderer? I'm sorry, Adrian. Adrian Andrews. Yes, we already know that she tried to frame Matt Enguarde for the crime by wearing a spare Nickel Samurai costume. Ah! Then the Nickel Samurai's arm that I saw. That could have very well been Miss Andrews. But what about Mr. Enguarde? Could you please recall yesterday's testimony? The defendant was taking a nap during the break period. That's right. Then, fighting this figure at Mr. Enguarde's mansion was a well-laid trap set by Miss Andrews. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion on this? I can't even begin to count the flaws in the defense's logic. Besides which, there is no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discount its possibility either. What's with this trial? Come on, anyone can tell Enguarde did it. I can't believe the defense would go so far as to pin the guilt onto someone else. Yeah, unbelievable. It's not something petty, it's murder of all things. This is to save Maya. This is to save Maya. If the whole world turns against me, this is one fight I can't give up on. Hi, Mia. You still love me, right? All disruptive parties will be...
saving my sister.
All disruptive parties will be forced to leave the courtroom. Your Honor. For the benefit of the defense, I'm willing to play along with his what-if game. It's what-if game, Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense's theory. Mr. Wright, even you must have thought it strange and wondered, why would the criminal want this little wooden bear? He's right. The killer did specially bring that bear to Mr. Enguarde right away. Why do you ask? Is there something special about it? Absolutely. I'm sure that once the court knows its significance, a true killer's identity will become crystal clear. Your Honor, prosecution calls upon a witness who will clear all doubts against Miss Andrews. Who would that be? It's quite simple, Your Honor. Miss Adrian Andrews herself. Yeah, that's about right. I see. Well then, the court will take a short 10-minute recess. Prosecution will prepare its witness in that time. Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth, I want to talk to you and strangle you!
Oh, I knew it was a good idea to hold her hostage. Don't you agree, Mr. Lawyer? But I never thought in your desperation you'd try to pin the guilt on Adrian.
I swear the steam will pay. Uh-oh.
Mr. Nick! Uh-oh.
Pearls? Where's Mia?
I don't know. A really strong power suddenly called her away.
Maya. Really strong power?
Oh, Mr. Nick, your phone is...
It's from Gumshoe. How's it going? Have you been hanging in there, pal? Yeah, sort of. We just barely found something to latch onto. Phew, that's good, pal. What about you? Anything yet? You figured out where the killer and Maya are? We still don't have any leads, but... What? We don't have any more time! We just had one. Even a single clue would be really helpful. I was only able to come this far because I kept thinking to myself, gotta keep the trial going until Maya's been rescued. Have I just run out of luck this time? All our hope for naught?
tent.
Huh? A tent?
I could see a circus tent.
Mia!
It looks like Maya was unconscious until just a few minutes ago. As soon as she woke up, she called for me.
So it was Maya that called you away.
She's locked in a dusty little room right now. But I could see a circus tent outside the window about 300 feet away.
Gumshoe! Is there a circus in town right now? There's only one, pal. The Very Big Circus. Maya's somewhere within the 300-foot radius of the main tent. What? Okay, hold on a sec, pal. Hey, draw a circle on that map. About a 300-foot radius from the main tent. Hurry!
And
And?
I could see a mailbox under the window, just outside.
Gumshoe, there's also a mailbox. Okay, what else? What else, Mia?
Sorry, but it was a very small window. I couldn't see anything else. It felt like I was in an old office building, maybe the 3rd floor or so.
I heard her. An old office building. Good stuff, pal. Okay, just hang in there. Just a little longer, pal. Wish us luck. Luck. I'll call you later, so don't let your battery die, okay, pal? Mia, Maya's not hurt, right?
She's in a pretty bad state, Phoenix. She's been starved.
Gumshoe, please hurry.
Looks like we're out of time. Are you alright, Phoenix?
No, absolutely not. It's only a matter of time before Maya's rescued. I can do this. Just have to make this trial last a little longer. Well, the circus is town.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God for them.
Surprising. Yup.
Court will now reconvene. The killer, the man who murdered the victim, handed this to his client. From this, one obvious question arises. Why this particular item? I believe the answer to that question will provide us with the name of the real culprits. Now then, the prosecution calls the defendant's manager, Adrian Andrews, to the stand. Currently, the witness is accused of tampering and obstruction of justice. However, you have been called to the witness stand today as to ascertain who exactly is guilty of murder. I understand. Very good. Now, have you ever seen this bear before, Miss Andrews? Of course I have. You've seen it before? That's right, so only natural that the witness has. Miss Andrews, could you please enlighten the court to this bear's secrets? Alright. Why does she? Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. At its center is a small cavity, with just enough room to store the small item. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. You really can't tell that it's just a small jewelry box just by looking at it. So this figurine, it's a container of sorts, is it? Yes, looks can be deceiving, wouldn't you agree? Yes, this is superb craftsmanship. Oh, yes, I nearly forgot. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Looks like there really was something to that bear after all.
I wonder what's inside.
Hmm.
It's a mystery.
Mm-hmm.
Puzzle? That's right. It looks like an ordinary figurine. True enough. People who don't know, I'm sure they would never guess that this was a puzzle. What kind of puzzle is this exactly? What do you think is inside?
I mean, it's a puzzle with just enough room to store a small object. Anders knows exactly what it is. And it was in Juan's room until it was removed by the killer and given to On Guard.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a
I
gun!
think it's holding a certain... It reminds me of a GIF that I have that someone edited of a friend. It's like, friend wants a gun! And it's like the 3DS, like, adventure me, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just...
I can't remember what it's called either, but yeah.
It's just, friend wants a gun! And it's like 300 gold that it's just spinning around in their thought bubble.
Yeah.
I think I have it. I think I have it figured. Let me just shove it in your chat.
Yeah, I'm looking at Discord right now. I keep getting messages from various servers.
I gotta find the thing.
No, I'm getting messages from other servers. So you can take it apart. And how would one go about doing that? Well, you first turn its tail to the right and then push it in. Oh, yes, I see. After that, the arms and legs are free to move and can be removed. Oh, this is most interesting. A boy and his new toy. It's like he's 5 all over again. Oh, don't mind me. Go ahead and carry on. I think he's lost it. So what do you find after you take the puzzle apart? How do you know about this? I know because I was the one who bought it. Huh? It was a souvenir from when a friend and I went to Switzerland. Then this was a present from you? That's right. It was a puzzle in the shape of a bear, so I thought it would be perfect for one. So it was a present from Miss Andrews. Witness, let's continue with your testimony. So who exactly knew how to solve this puzzle? Only the two of us, Juan and myself. It was a souvenir from Switzerland. So I doubt there are that many people with the same bear in this country. This looks like it can be easily broken. Especially if someone wants to get out what's inside. Well, it's a toy. We can never be the same again once it's been broken. Who else knows that this bear is actually a small container, or jewelry box? Never told anyone. And as long as Juan never told anyone either, then only the two of us knew. 2 of you, huh? Then of course that means Mr. Ongard didn't know, right? I think this is about all I'm going to get for now. Well, Mr. Wright, I think even you have come to realize. But there is one very important fact we have uncovered, and that is this. This bear is actually a jewelry box. Now that we have agreed to this point, there's only one logical question that can come next, and that is this. What is inside this box? What's inside? That's right. That's what we're going to find out next. Witness. Yes? You are the only one who can open this. Please. There's a painful silence hanging over the courtroom. All eyes are on Miss Andrews now as she solves the puzzle. I've opened it. Is this what you wanted? What is that? Looks like a note. I don't think we need to guess at what that is, do we, Mr. Wright? It's the suicide note. The suicide note? The suicide note left by Juan Corrida's former manager, Celeste Impacts. Until now, no one knew of its whereabouts. Just as we suspected, it was hidden. Hidden by the victim, Juan Corrida himself. It seems Celeste Impacts has had very beautiful handwriting, and she just as beautifully signed her own name on this document. This is most definitely the note she left right before she committed suicide. Order! Witness, did you know about this? Yes, I did. I heard all about it from Juan. When I discovered his body, I looked for the bear. I wanted to destroy the note before it became public. But I couldn't find it anywhere. Because it had already been taken by the killer.
Everything is going at Mr. Edgeworth's pace.
Oh.
So now the suicide note has been found. What's the next logical question?
What's on the note? What was written on the note? Yep.
That's right. At least, that's what I would think.
Now then, I believe it is only appropriate the contents of this note be made known. I can't stop you, can I? I went through so much just to get my hands on it. And I was going to burn it, for her sake. I'm deeply sorry, but I can't allow you to persuade me to stop. Your Honor, could you please read the contents of the note aloud? Very well. The judge's voice rang loud and clear through the deathly silent courtroom. In her note, Celeste Impax left us a record of all that had happened to her. About being used and then thrown away by Enguarde, about being engaged to Kurita and Enguarde's role in destroying that, and about how she decided, in her despair, to end it all. And that's all Miss Impax had to say. There is one thing I would like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Mr. Enguarde. Then what? Our intention, Your Honor, is to establish a motive for murder. Isn't that correct, witness? Yes. On the night of the murder, Juan was going to make the contents of the note public. After the post-ceremony show, he was going to hold a press conference. My word. That Enguarde values, above all else, his refreshing like a spring breeze image. Which is why he had to stop this note from being made public. At any cost. Well, I always thought that woman killed herself. This time, he even went so far as to kill someone to stop him from revealing that. How terrible! What a selfish person! Guess there are slimeball lawyers out there who will defend these creeps too. There's no room for doubt here. I can't see the contents. Mr. DeKiller's client's goal was to obtain this suicide note. The only person who needed this note that badly is the defendant. Let's not forget that the bear with the note inside was found at the defendant's house. Seems that we have come to the truth at last. The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. He deserves no sympathy from anyone. Ugh, how am I supposed to escape from this one?
Why the hesitation, Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't called yet, so you know what you must do.
I know. I have to carry on and buy him some more time. Okay, there are two deadly pieces of evidence, the figurine and the suicide note. Maybe somehow I can find a way out of the situation through one of those.
The gavel's already in the judge's hand. Phoenix, hurry!
Suicide note of the figurine. Which one of these should I pursue? Figurine!
The note.
Please wait, Your Honor. Oh man, look at that lawyer. He's still going at it? Like he doesn't care that he's trying to get a killer off the hook. The assassin took this with him from the crime scene after murdering Mr. Kurita, at the request of his client, of course. So, what's your point, Mr. Wright? I don't think it's possible that Mr. DeKiller's client was Matt Enguarde. In fact, I think there's a contradiction here. You can't tell just by looking at this bear that this bear is really a jewelry box. Chances that Matt Enguarde thought the note was inside this bear are 0 to none. Oh, I didn't think of it that way. Exactly. But I did think of it that way, and I thought it was rather strange. After all, there is no reason why Mr. Enguarde would ever want a jewelry box like this. Order! Order, order! You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion? Just a flash, but I think I did rather well on this one.
Unfortunately. I think he believes differently.
I believe a show of appreciation is in order. Oh? Even seems to be in love with wishing more to spare upon itself. I would like to direct the court's attention to this. Oh, god dang it! What is that? It's a very small video camera, Your Honor. This type of camera is commonly used as a means of spying. Spying? I thought the spy camera was in my possession. Matt Enguarde and the victim both thought of their biggest rival. They even went so far as to use this type of item to find each other's weaknesses. And the victim, Juan Corrida, was being spied on. His personal life was being watched by none other than Matt Enguarde. Order, order! Mr. Wright! Yes, Your Honor? Don't tell me you knew about your client's spying activities! Ew. Sort of. Sort of is not an acceptable answer, Mr. Wright. So you are confused, Mr. Wright. Probably thinking, but I have the camera that was in the stuffed bear's eye. This camera that I have is not that same one. Last night I searched the victim's house on a hunch. Using this. M-Shoes Bug Sweeper. By the way, Mr. Wright, the defendant's fingerprints were found on this camera. Mr. Enguarde's fingerprints were on there?
Phoenix? It looks like those cameras are hidden all over the place, huh?
Yeah! What am I supposed to say to that evidence? I think this is the end. It's fairly obvious that Mr. Enguarde learned of the suicide note through this. He was watching the victim all along. He got me good this time. I don't have anything to counter that. Hey, now what's that lawyer thinking? Mommy, is that man the bad killer guy? Shush, stop, don't look at him. The way he's sweating is just so, nasty.
Phoenix?
Yes, Chief.
Have you figured out what you're going to do next?
What I'm going to do next? Just running away like a frightened child work?
I know it seems like Mr. Edgeworth is very close to putting the lid on this case. But in his eagerness to prove his point, he forgot one very important thing.
Well, what is it, Mia?
There's a piece of evidence that he really should investigate.
Something you should investigate?
I'd really hate to see the good prosecutor get scolded for not remembering to look into the item when he had the chance.
Why are you speaking in riddles all of a sudden? Alright, I think this time we finally understand everything. Well, Mr. Wright, you don't have any further objections, do you? What is this piece of evidence that Mia's talking about? I have no flippin' clue!
The fact that if he had the note, he would have destroyed it. If you had a
Wouldn't have had
singular piece of
time
evidence,
to- He wouldn't have had time. Oh,
Well, no, because he couldn't... Yeah, no, he wouldn't have had time to destroy it.
because he was arrested very soon afterwards. He wouldn't have had time to go somewhere to destroy it.
And Adrian was around, too.
Yeah. As well as even if he had the killer destroy it, the killer was keeping it safe.
He gets the note.
Can I figure out what it is that still needs to be looked at, or should I let it go? Oh, shoot. Present, I don't know. I have an objection, Your Honor. That was about the weakest objection I've ever heard, Mr. Wright. Your Honor! Defense has no intention of letting this go so easily. Nice callback to one of the previous cases.
Mm-hmm.
You're beginning to sound desperate. That's just your imagination, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, this is not like you at all. In your eagerness to prove your point, you've forgotten one very important thing.
Hey, isn't that what I just said?
I'm desperate, Mia, leave me alone. So, you're telling me that I forgot something. You're so close, Mr. Edgeworth. There's something you really should examine about this piece of evidence. We're going with the next theory. That is Miss Impact's suicide note, right? Who knows? True. I was thinking this earlier. It could have been forged.
Yup.
I mean, sure, this suicide note was found inside the spare. The spare was in my possession until only a few moments ago. Which means... the handwriting on the suicide note has yet to be analyzed. Oh. So, as to whether this pivotal piece of evidence was really written by Miss Impax or not, that has yet to be even remotely confirmed. Mr. Wright, you can't seriously be suggesting... Mr. Wright, are you saying the suicide note is a fake? Miss Andrews, you were the one who tried to pin this murder on Mr. Enguarde. Who's to say you didn't create a fake suicide note and put it into a despair? How dare you! Your Honor, defense is indiscriminately accusing the witness again. There is no evidence linking the witness to the suicide note whatsoever. But if this is a fake, then the witness is the only person who could have made it. What? Recall the witness's testimony concerning this figurine. The only person other than the victim who could solve the puzzle is the witness herself. Ah! Miss Andrews, you wrote this note, didn't you? You wrote it so you could use it to frame Matt Enguarde. I didn't know such thing. Right, if you're going to pronounce the suicide note a fake, then show this course of evidence to support your theory. Mr. Edgeworth, you were the one who presented this scrap of paper as evidence. That means the burden of proof lies with you, the prosecution. Ugh. That's enough. Mr. Edgeworth, can you confirm the handwriting on the suicide note? Just as the defense has stated, the handwriting has yet to be analyzed. That's the case. Seems that yet again we have reached a point where a verdict is impossible. That's impossible! This isn't good, Phoenix. Yeah!
This isn't good, Phoenix.
Judge is going to carry this trial over one more day. I don't think Maya will physically be able to make it another day. I didn't want to have to do this, but I don't have a choice. I request that both the prosecution and defense further investigate. Writing analysis my butt. That's just the lawyer trying to buy more time. Enguarde is guilty. Look, any idiot can tell you that.
I think we've reached the end of the line.
Guilty! 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 Uh-oh. What is that sound? It's Gumshoe. Hello, Gumshoe? What is with him? What's outside? Where's Maya? What happened to the killer? He got away. What? I'm sorry, pal. I really am. I don't know what to say besides I'm sorry. Wish there was someone to make it up to you. I really do. Anyway, what's going on? We found his hideout, pal. But do 2 of them were already gone.
This is terrible.
We keep looking for them, pal. Don't you worry, I just need a little more time. But... Don't tell me we don't. We don't have any more. Not exactly.
You could buy some, but not enough.
Do you hear that? They're calling for his head! Mr. Wright, I can't... For us to come this far and... Oh. What is it? Let me talk to Mr. Edgeworth. I can't do that! Mr. Wright, can you please get a hold of yourself? Yes, Your Honor. I'm about to end today's proceedings. You may take your phone calls after. Hold on, Your Honor. Edgeworth, catch! Mr. Edgeworth! Please, you've got to buy some more time! Court is in session. Well... There goes our chances.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. You were saying? Mr. Wright, this is a court of law. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but... I'm reluctant to do this. However, it appears I have no choice but to suspend proceeding until tomorrow. This time I really can't do anything. Court is now adjourned for the day. Please wait, Your Honor. Edgeworth? What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I humbly request another 30 minutes of Your Honor's time. For what a purpose? I can perform the necessary tests on this piece of evidence in that time. But can you really obtain your results in 30 minutes? I believe we can, Your Honor. But wouldn't it be better if we adjourned for today and then reconvene tomorrow? 30 minutes! Please, Your Honor. That's all I'm asking for. Please, Your Honor! Very well. At the prosecution's request, this court will now take a 30-minute recess. But be advised that I will not allow another recess today. Not sure if this is helping or hurting us. The court will now take its final recess of the day. Oh boy. Right, well, what's going on with my situation? Like you care, apparently! The killer. Looks like he got away again. 30 minutes? We can't find her in that time. Report. Ah, is that Mr. Edgeworth? We don't have time, just spit it out. Right. We just missed him, sir. But the killer left a few things behind by accident in his rush to get away. A few things? Can we use any of them as evidence? Oh, I thought you would ask, pal. I've got the things he left with me right now. I'm on my way over. Really? That's odd. Any items like that are usually sent to the crime lab first. We don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. When those guys weren't looking, I swiped the stuff and ran. What? Well, I'm not a detective anymore, so I had to. I'm really sorry, sir, but I've got to put the law on hold for now. Sounds bad. I hope he doesn't get in too much trouble over this. My hunk of junk car, I'd say I'll be there in about 20 minutes, sir. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me. Alright, just get here in one piece. I'm on a mission and no one can stop me now, sir. No one. I'm pulling out all the stops and running every red light. Items left by the murderer, huh? Maybe there's something among them that will be decisive enough to end this.
Did he just break through the wall?
Hey, what's wrong? Detective Gumshoe, answer me. No one can stop me.
Oh no, did he have... Did he crash? Oh no.
Well, there goes our final lifeline. What happened? Sounded like he had an accident. Guessing his cell phone broke as well. What was he thinking? We've got to hurry and call for help. We have no idea where he is. His cell phone is broken and he wasn't driving a patrol car, so no radio either. Also, if we don't get to those items before they do, the police will take possession of them. No, can't let that happen. Oh, there's a way we can find out where he is, then we stand a chance. Why, oh why did Gumshoe have to get into an accident now? Is there any way to find out exactly where he is at this moment? There is. That's right! There is a way! What? How? I'm sure we can find out where Detective Gumshoe is through this. Oh, shh. Oh, yeah, that's
the only person that hasn't made a reappearance.
I have to look for a person, not a. I was looking for the bug sweeper. Why are you bringing up Franziska at a time like. Oh, I see. Try to get in contact with her. Chances are slim, but she's all we have. Franziska. Will she even want to help us? Edgeworth. What is it? You don't have any right to judge anyone ever again. I know my client is guilty. What I'm doing now. I'm pinning the guilt onto someone totally innocent and using the evidence to do so. Might be my turn to say, defense attorney Phoenix Wright chooses death. Right. Doesn't suit someone like you to cry useless tears. Whether you did your job well or not, you'll only be seen after the verdict has been decided. Verdict. Prosecutor Edgeworth here. Yes, bailiff. There's a phone call for you, sir. They said it was extremely urgent. Probably finished with the handwriting analysis. I have to take this call. In the meantime, think hard about what it is you must do.
To be continued.
Oh boy.
How are we gonna worm our way out of this one, eh?
Oh boy.
I mean, the courtroom hates us. How else could this get worse? Court will now reconvene. I assume both sides are ready. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
When both sides are like, I need time.
I can understand the defense acting like this. However, why do you also seem distraught, Mr. Edgeworth? That is... It's nothing, Your Honor. What's wrong with Edgeworth?
Looks like something I expected just happened to him.
Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, could you please tell the court the results of the handwriting analysis on Miss Impax's suicide note? Yes, Your Honor. Fortunately, we have discovered that the suicide note is a forgery. What? What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This note was not written by Miss Impax herself. It is a fake. Order! 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 Mr. Edgeworth, why would you care to explain what is going on? This was not written by Miss Impax, and who wrote it? We would need more time to do a more detailed analysis. Excuse me. However, it appears that the handwriting matches that of the victim, Mr. Juan Carita. Mr. Carita?
Wow. It looks like Miss Impax never left a suicide note after all. She never wrote anything about On Guard.
However, Your Honor, even though the suicide note is indeed a fake, Mr. On Guard could not have known that, and so the facts remain unchanged. Acting under the assumption that it was real, he had plotted to possess this. It does sound very plausible. See, that On Guard had no idea that the suicide note was fake. Something seems a little wrong with it. Defense believes that the theory the prosecution has stated contradicts testimony. Everything that the prosecution has proven up to this point is true. It's impossible for Mr. On Guard to not have known it was a fake.
The camera.
What's this little item called again? A video camera, Your Honor. Well, a very small one, but... Well, that's right, a camera. Oh, you kids and your fancy toys nowadays. Mr. Edgeworth.
Cameras have been around since the 1800s.
Not that one, apparently. Mr. Edgeworth, earlier you claimed that Mr. Ongard knew of the existence of this note, because he was spying on the victim. Isn't that right? If that were true, then this means that Mr. Ongard would have known that the victim had forged the note. Ugh. So then, the defendant knew the suicide note was a fake. And if that's true, then the situation has suddenly changed in a very dramatic way. Exactly, Your Honor. Prosecution's theory as to what Mr. Ongard's motive for murder was has suddenly disappeared into thin air. But, Your Honor, it's not as if Mr. Ongard monitored Miss Krita 24 hours a day. Perhaps the victim wrote the note in a place Mr. Ongard didn't know of. Well, right back at you, Mr. Edgeworth. Why don't you show us some proof that the victim made the forgery at an unknown place? Ugh. Order, order, order! Mr. Edgeworth, looks like this time it is you who has dug his own grave. Ugh. As I figured. Huh? As you figured? As I figured, it came down to this after all. Mr. Edgeworth, you are not making any sense. When I heard the results of the handwriting analysis, I thought this might happen. Question is, what next? What next? Prosecution can't prove Mr. Ongard's motive through the evidence, then we must prove it from another angle. Well, I agree with you there. Your Honor, prosecution would like to call a witness to the stand at this time. Oh, well, that's fine. However, this witness is a little unusual.
Hmm.
For stuttering? This is not like him at all. Oh no. Oh, he's not going to call her out again, is he? Usual sort of witness is this person, Mr. Edgeworth? Witness is one who is perfectly fit to answer once and for all the question of, who was it that hired Shelley DeKiller to commit murder? What?
Oh.
It's impossible. Who wouldn't know? No such person exists who can answer that question with such certainty. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth, who is this witness? Yes, go on, who is it? Oh, the man himself, Mr. Shelley DeKiller. Oh, Mr. DeKiller. Wait! Shelley DeKiller! You mean the killer? No, I mean the assassin. Yes, Your Honor. He's coming here, to the witness stand. Well, yes, in a manner of speaking. Tonight, it's a very unusual circumstance, so I ask for your permission. Oh, Mr. Wright? Yes? Is this alright with you? Do I have a choice here? I can't really do much else to drag this trial out. Defense has no objections, Your Honor. I wonder if it really is alright to do this. Very well then.
Well, you'll have to arrest him after, but yeah.
Yeah. Prosecution calls the witness to the stand. Edgeworth, is there no other way left to us? Okay. I'm curious about your thoughts on how this is going to go. Because he has Maya.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think is on the witness stand?
Not him.
Oh, you're... Is he going to just put Maya on the witness stand?
No, then witness. Your name and your, occupation, please.
Oh my... no. It's just a transponder.
Transponder?
Very good, sir. My name is Shelley DeKiller, and I am a professional assassin. I say! What is going on here? Your Honor, how can you remain so calm? What is the meaning of this two-way radio? Actually, Your Honor, it was delivered to me just now, and it came with a condition. As long as we do not trace its source, Mr. DeKiller will testify to this court. So this must be what that urgent phone call he got earlier was about. Oh no, this will not do. I cannot allow this in my court. First of all, we can't even be sure this is really Mr. DeKiller himself. Witness, please present some sort of proof that you are, in fact, Chili the Killer. I understand. Please wait a second.
I'm so hungry.
Maya!
Maya!
A voice. Mr. Wright, can you confirm anything from this? Defense has no objections to this person. We are satisfied that this man is indeed Chili the Killer. Looks like we have run into yet another unexpected turn of events. Well, it doesn't seem like we have too many choices under these circumstances, so... Now then, witness. There is one thing I would like to confirm before we speak of anything else. And what would that be? At the request of a client, you killed Mr. Juan Corrida. Is this correct? Just as you say, I did indeed kill Mr. Corrida. Well, as we have answered to that, let's move on to the name of your client. Very well. It was all just a bad dream. Yes, that's it, a bad dream. Chili the Killer. What is he gonna say? Well, what do you guys think he's gonna say?
I have a bad feeling about this.
There is something I must first state. To an assassin, nothing is more important than the trust between a client and himself. That is the reason I am here today on this witness stand. It is my wish that you grasp this concept before I give the name of my client. Mr. Killer seems to be a very clever man. I'd almost say he seems to be mocking us. Well, he may appear to be our enemy, Your Honor. Mr. the Killer is only stating the truth. He is no hypocrite. He has always stood by this one belief. Even about this trust between his clients and himself thing. Seems to be a level of trust beyond what people like me can comprehend. Well, Mr. Wright, are you ready to cross-examine the witness? Yes, Your Honor.
There's no way to know what's coming next, so stay cool and collected, Phoenix.
Yes, ma'am. We can hear anything you have to say later. Can you please tell us your clients? I don't think you understand your place, Mr. Attorney. I said this is something that I must first state. Do you know what the word first means? Sorry. Go on. Well, it appears as one witness you can't badger, Mr. Wright. Only because you don't know about my situation. Trust between you and your client. I provide my services in a fast and efficient manner. In exchange, I trust that my clients are discreet about me and my identity. If too many people knew my face, it would be quite troublesome. That is why you're testifying in this manner. This is the first time one of my clients has ever been accused of murder. I must preserve the killer name so my clients can trust me. Couldn't someone stab you in the back and break your trust? It has never happened before, but if ever did, yes? That person wouldn't be my client for very long. Would certainly... That's enough! Please, no more. Very well. It was only hypothetical anyway. Seems a little strange to me. I mean, you're about to tell us the name of your client. I would think that this would be very bad for them. It doesn't matter to me. His client has already broken the rules and acted outside of their prescribed role. Their role? The person tried to implicate another of the crime in order to save themselves. And this is a trespass that cannot be forgiven. Who gave you the right to be so high and mighty? To the gentleman who spoke just now. Excuse me, but would you care to die? Ah, no, why? I didn't say anything. Judge had better watch himself. We understand, so please tell us the name of your client. I'm afraid I cannot do that. I still have a few things to say before I do. Egomaniacal. It's not good for your health to be so aggravated. You won't live very long if you let everything bother you. Somehow, that coming from an assassin makes it less than comforting. I don't really care about all this extra fluff. Just tell us the name already.
Patience. Try to calm down a little. It's important to try and understand its mindset. He seems very steadfast and closed, so you're going to have to work to get him to talk.
I'm not his therapist, you know. Okay. Well, I pressed everything.
You press him.
You
You press him on
mentioned-
absolutely everything?
Yeah.
You mentioned this client did something that he wasn't happy with.
I broke the rules, yeah, but I can't... I mean... I can't question that. Oh, sorry, but I was wondering about something you just said. You said that your client had already broken the rules. A person who frames another is the worst kind of human. That's why you feel you can betray this person. I have no trust relation with a client who can't understand their assigned role. Just my luck, an assassin with a conscience. Who would have figured? Now then, everyone, do you think you can understand my logic? His capes just keep getting better and better. Butter and butter. If you can't, then I'm afraid we can't proceed. Everyone understands your point, I think. Really. In that case, I believe I am prepared to disclose the information you seek. You made it crystal clear that you value trust over all else. Believe we are ready. Excellent. And that is the reason I am here today on this witness stand. Now then, I do believe it's time I revealed the name of my client. Don't you agree? What do you think it's going to say?
Press him on it?
No, I know what he's going to say.
Wait,
Who do you guys think he's going to say?
I mean, he's probably gonna say, on guard, because he's just already said, yeah, no, like, my client broke one of the rules.
Okay.
He's either gonna say that, or he's gonna go with Andrews.
Because he mentioned that his client framed someone, and he's still holding Maya hostage. If Matt broke the rules, he wouldn't have Maya still.
Yep.
What is it? No, I can't bring myself to ask the client's name. If you can't ask it, Mr. Wright, then I will. Witness! What is the name of your client who requested the murder of Mr. Juan Garita? That person's name is... Adrian Andrews. What?! Witness! It's not who you told me it was earlier. Pray tell, what are you talking about, Mr. Prosecutor? I just think I know my own client, and it is Adrian Andrews. What?! It be the phone earlier. What's going on here?
My guess is Mr. the Killer just stabbed Mr. Edgeworth in the back.
Stabbed Edgeworth in the back?
I'm sure in order to get an audience with this court, Mr. Tequiller told him a different name, Matt On Guard, perhaps.
I knew it. It's outrageous. I was deceived. So this is telling a very serious lie. You were the one who summoned this witness. You killing the killer? My testimony is the truth. The defendant at the moment is Matt Ongard, am I correct? All I wish to do is help procure his acquittal.
Wow. All of a sudden, it feels like we can actually win this.
Yeah. Prosecution has failed to provide a motive and has instead provided the suicide note, which is a forgery created by the victim. Furthermore, there was a possibility the defendant himself knew it was a fake. But most definitive of all, we have heard from the assassin himself the name of his client. Mr. the killer's client who requested the murder was not the defendant at all. No. With all this evidence, it is obvious to me that this means that Mr. Matt Ongard is innocent. I seem to have caused you all a bit of confusion. Please, continue your discussion and call me when you have reached a verdict. Bailiff, please bring Miss Adrian Andrews in immediately.
What now? The way this is going, Ongard will be found innocent. This may be our last chance to save Maya.
Yeah, but Edgeworth is right. The killer is lying. Ongard, my client. I know he's guilty. Can I live with myself if I win this? Who would have believed that the prosecution's own witness would absolve the defendant? Your Honor, prosecution requests permission to further question the witness. Surely the killer is certainly lying under oath. It wasn't me. Listen, everyone, please. That testimony just now. It's all one big lie. Sanders. Suicide note may have been a fake. But that man, Matt, he's the reason Celeste died. And Juan's death. It's all because he got pulled into Matt's twisted world. That testimony just now. You have to believe me. It was a horrible, horrible lie. But Mr. the killer himself has testified. He has named you as his client. No. It's not true! Also, there is quite a bit of evidence that points to you. The knife and the button, donning the Nickel Samurai costume. But that's... You even have a motive. We know that Miss Celeste's impact was a large part of your life. You wanted to follow her, but you wanted revenge against the two who hurt her. I would say you have plenty of reasons to want them both dead. No. Mr. Wright! You know the truth. Tell them. Tell them the real story. Who the real killer is. Tell them. Please. Help me. Yes, I know the truth. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I believe we have reached the end of this trial. Therefore, I ask the defense for any final words or opinions. I have to decide. Do I take the not guilty verdict and save Maya? Or do I throw this chance away and wait for Gumshoe's new evidence? What am I supposed to do?
Here's the turning point.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
On one hand, we got our verdict. Maya goes free. But we let an innocent person be jailed away. With the other, we have to possibly wait for someone who may not even help us get Gumshoe's evidence. And risk the possibility that Maya may still die. What do you guys think is the correct way to go?
I think we need to keep pressing.
Mm-hmm.
You both request the trial to continue?
Yep.
I'm gonna do the other one then.
Oh.
Your Honor, defense requests that... It's no use. Can't. Physical off to my voice.
Phoenix.
Can't do it, Mia. Can't accept the not guilty.
You are a lawyer.
I know. But Matt Engarde is a killer. A murderer. I can't let him get away with this. I can't let someone else take the fall. If Elizabeth Andrews be convicted, I am no better than Mr. Engarde. Even though I don't want to admit it, I have to face the fact. It's because of Edgeworth that I now know the real truth. He could have gotten Engarde convicted so many times over. He never took a single one of those chances. If I take this verdict right now, I'd be betraying his trust. His trust? Never thought about it until now. I trust him?
Yes, you do.
Mr. Wright, your opinion, please. Defense requests that we be allowed to further question Mr. DeKiller. Okay, that was not supposed to happen, I thought.
I think the save point's later on.
No, it was there.
I think it's later.
Hold on. No. Ah, okay. You're right, it is later. It is not the way I thought it was. I got it confused with this for some reason. No, it is... It's not even a choice. Okay. Interesting. Defense requests that we be allowed to further question Mr. Killer. Am I hearing you correctly, Mr. Wright? Right. But... Wiz has cleared your client through his testimony. Your job here is done. I'm not done yet. See through witnesses' lies and find the truth? That is my job, Your Honor. There's still more evidence to look at. I'm sure that once those pieces arrive here in this very courtroom, a miracle will occur. Very well. The trial will continue. Mr. Edgeworth, please reestablish connection with Mr. DeKiller. Right away, Your Honor. I at least now know where it is and how to get it.
Okay.
Has the verdict been reached? Before that, we would like to talk with you a little more. About? All you needed from me was the name of my client. What else could you need me for? Well... Actually, we would like to hear everything you know about this case. That is how things are usually done. What's he talking about? Usually done? But what shall we have him testify about now? Mr. DeKiller, if you don't mind, please testify about your client in more detail. You legal people and your procedures. Is it any wonder no one likes to go to court? As I've already stated quite a few times, Adrian Andrews is my client. However, you stated it once. One thing I simply cannot overlook is tampering with the scene of the crime. My client did it to frame another for the crime. While pretending to be the first person to discover the body and enter the scene, Adrian Andrews already knew from the very beginning that Juan Corrida was dead. Even more appalling is the creationist planting of the knife and button. That act is what I was referring to when I said my client had broken the rules. It's the most unexpected turn of events for the, it's time now. However, this time everything has finally been revealed. Just a second, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. We still have the cross-examination to do. You don't need to question testimony like this. Do you, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, defense will question the witness. As if I have a choice here. Oh, why? This witness has said is nothing but beneficial to the defense's case. You scrutinize the testimony, then... And I'll expose the lies in that oh-so-beneficial testimony, I suppose. I don't understand what's going on anymore. That makes two of us. Yeah, we have to make sure not to anger him, though. He has our... friend?
Secretary?
Secretary?
Friend.
Both.
Both.
Both apply.
Yeah. Or if we go with Pearl's logic, which I really don't want to. But at the same time, he's really not helping his case right now. What is it, Mr. Wright? If I press him the wrong way, it might raise suspicions on his end. But I have to do something to waste more time. Witness, am I requesting a hit? Yes. How much is your fee? I see you are also quite a dark-hearted man, Mr. Attorney. Huh? If you would like to talk business, we can do so after the trial. No, I'm not thinking of hiring Mr. Wright. Yes? You want to kill me. You want me dead, don't you? What?
A little bit.
Why would you think
I
something
heard
like
that.
that? You're guilty, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You are hereby declared guilty. Witness, let's continue. Why did you disclose the name of your clients? They are your clients, are they not? Well, sorry guys, I'm going to jail.
Icebear's okay with this.
Screw you. I would think that most people wouldn't.
Yeah, because no longer okay with this.
I would like to think that most people wouldn't be able to overlook a person hiring another to kill. If I had a problem with such a thing, I wouldn't be very effective at my job. Yeah. No, a change in occupation might be good for you. However, I will say this. Even though I am the one that does the deed, my clients are always the real guilty party. It goes without saying, Mr. the Killer. And their fate is to live with the knowledge of their guilt on their shoulders. However, my client this time thought they could run away from their guilt. Are you talking about the button and the knife? Yes, my business card. Oh, this card. So no one has to waste their time, including the police. I always make it a point to make things as easy as possible. To make things easy, my business card makes it very easy to identify who carried out the service. He's pretty devoted to his work. But disregard everything. Go and stab the deceased with a knife, and even hide my card from sight. That is something I cannot overlook. It's really hard to tell if he's being truthful or not without him being here. So you're saying most clients wouldn't do such a thing? That is correct. Usually, most people try to create an alibi for themselves. If you use my services, Mr. Attorney, I would suggest you plan for your alibi too. No, I already told you, I have no intention of using your services. Ever! Why does he keep looking at me like I'm the one on trial here? From the very beginning? That is correct. From before my client visited the room. All of my clients know precisely what the situation is at all times. What if that's really true? It's odd. So why do you think your client did that? What do you mean by why? Well, fiddling around at the scene of the crime is pretty risky. Why would someone who has requested a murder go to the crime scene anyway? That is true. I assume it was probably done to free Mr. Onguard. If that's the case, then why didn't the person just request that you do it? Sadly, that is not possible. Huh? My job is to kill, that is all. Is to leave my business card behind, naturally. Business card is so my clients may escape blame. To protect them is my duty. If they say it's for revenge, setting someone else up to take your fall. That's all you had to testify? Yes, and I pray that I will never be called to the stand again. Again? As you plan to continue? I must, as I have yet to find a person to take my place, and become the fourth successor. Actually, how would you like in your life, Mr. Attorney? Excuse me? No, I'm fine. Really? Are you really now? I wonder what kind of man the judge thinks I am now.
What are you going to do now, Phoenix?
All I can do now is expose the lies.
That's true. However, you realize this will be very bad for our client, right?
I'm so confused. The one thing I know for sure is I can't let this trial end yet. Edgeworth said something here. At least it was that odd. I already knew from the very beginning that Mr. Kurita was dead. What if this is something I have to present to me? The what?
Hold on, you have to present something. How did she? I don't know. She hired him. I mean, yeah. If she already knew he was dead, why would she pour the juice?
Yeah. Thank you so much for taking the time to testify, Mr. DeKiller. What is the meaning of that attitude? When Adrian Andrews entered the victim's room, your client had no idea that Juan Kurita had been murdered. How do you know that? For this wine glass, Your Honor. Glass. Mr. DeKiller's supposed client thought Mr. Kurita had only fainted, which is why this glass of tomato juice was poured for the victim. Isn't that just a part of Adrian Andrews' calculated plan? That is not possible, Your Honor. This glass bears the fingerprints of that person. Had this been planned, they would never have left their fingerprints behind. I see your point. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion? Strangely enough, I had the same exact thought just now. Witness, how do you explain this strange phenomenon? Isn't it a waste of time to ask about such a minor detail? It's not a very important point anyway, correct? I'm afraid you are mistaken. Adrian Andrews really is your client, as you claim. Your client should have had knowledge of Miss Kurita's death. If not, then that can only mean that Adrian Andrews was never your client at all. How strange. Yes? Why is it that the attorney has yet to raise an objection at this absurd situation?
Thanks. If the killer figures out what we're up to, we're in real trouble.
Yeah, I know. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm surprised. You know you can't say things like that without any evidence. Oh, sorry. Well, that was an awfully weak objection from the two of you. Anyway, I'm positive there was a contradiction in that testimony. Prosecutor requests further testimony concerning when the request was taken. Very well. Now I have to buy us more time. While we wait for the items the killer left behind to get here, just know that the very outcome of this trial lies with those items. We don't even know if she's coming or not. The This request came to me, about a week ago. It was a request for my services on the night of the awards ceremony. We met at a certain bar to discuss and finalize a few matters. That is what occurred. I trust my memory and I believe I have made no mistakes. So you physically met your client, huh? That is correct. Meeting one's client is the first step to building trust, in my opinion. Let's see. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Cool, now we have to probably prove that they didn't do that. 1 week ago, are you sure? Yes, I'm quite sure. I, of course, had my own preparations. I was barely able to finish. When you request my services, Mr. Attorney, I hope you will keep that in mind. Please, stop! In any case, my client does some at a very specific date and time in mind. Date and time. Did you ask why on that specific night? No. I don't try to fulfill all the conditions of my client's request. But as for why, I only had my suspicions. Your suspicions, huh? So what are these suspicions you had? Why'd your client request that night? I'm sure it was all for the bear. The bear. My client spoke of it. I'm sure there will be a bear-shaped figurine in Juan Kurita's room. I'd like you to retrieve that item for me. As we talk about this bear puzzle. Inside the figurine was a suicide note. Naturally, the victim brought it with him to his hotel room. He was planning to go publicly disclose its contents at the press conference, after all. That is correct. If I had not done the job that night, I would not have known what that bear figurine was. See. Testimony just now any importance? Was it?
The bear? No. Well, maybe. No, I don't think.
One thing clear, and that is... Client knew the secret of the bear figurine. Huh? Why is everyone so quiet? Mr. Wright? I think all of us already knew that. Oh, really? Okay, so it wasn't. I didn't get punished, at least. So you physically met Adrian Andrews, right? Of course I did. What was that? What was that the brief pause? Witness, I would like for you to give us a few more details. I always meet my clients as a matter of principle. I've never taken a request by telephone or mail. Why is that? That's because I value the trust between a client and myself above all else. The only way to establish that is to speak to the client while looking them in the eye. Well, Mr. Wright, testimony just now of any importance? Of course it was very important, Your Honor. If Mr. DeKiller had met his client before the murder, then it's unlikely he is mistaken. So you're saying that his client really was Adrian Andrews? I guess so. See, it was just as I said. I'm so lost. Who the heck am I supposed to be helping here?
Calm down, Phoenix. Think carefully and relax.
Now then, will the witness please continue? Your client was Adrian Andrews. That is correct. Well, he says the two of them met. But if they did, then there shouldn't be anything wrong with the killer's testimony. Well, there doesn't seem to be anything strange this time around.
You have to draw more information from him, but you can't draw his suspicion. If you can do that, you should be able to find a flaw in his testimony somewhere.
Talk about a delicate balance. This kind of important, that's the point. Witness, please stop sidestepping my questions. What do you mean by that? My question was, did you really meet Adrian Andrews in person? I have already told you, Mr. Wright, I did. It was only through talking with him face to face that I began to trust him. That's when I thought I can trust this person as a client. What did I say about talking face to face? Well, Mr.
Hey,
Wright,
him.
that's what I was looking for.
Him.
I heard what I think I heard just now. Then I think I've got him. Your Honor, I believe the testimony just now was of utmost importance. Well, really? That's the case. Witness, please include the statement just now in your testimony. Very well. From the moment I saw him, I thought I can trust this person as a client. No! God! I'm leaning back in my chair so I can't see my keys. I thought I pressed R. R. Oh, hey.
Oh!
That's a woman.
John Doe. It's a woman?
I would like to go over this one more time. You met Adrian Andrews at a bar and took the request at that time. Yes, that is correct. That's when you thought he was trustworthy. How many times must I repeat myself? Yes, that is correct. I'm sorry, but that is an impossible tale. What? Shelley the Killer? You have never met the real Adrian Andrews. Why would you say that? Because you made one very big slip-up. About her. So what is the issue? What did you just say? What did you say just now? About her? You never met Adrian Andrews in person. One look would have told you that she is a woman.
I suppose over. Transponder blew up.
So right, what is the meaning of this? This witness testified to the following. That he always meets face-to-face with his clients when taking their request. He's never met Adrian Andrews in person. Yes, Your Honor, that is exactly the point. That means Mr. Killer's client could not have been Miss Adrian Andrews. It's leaking oil.
Why is it? Why is there oil?
There's so much oil.
Sir Edworth, I understand your
You're
logic in
supposed
this.
to invade the transponder.
However, why would the assassin make such a basic mistake? I believe it has to do with her name, Your Honor. Her name? Yes, Adrian Andrews is without a doubt a very androgynous name. Yes, I see. Luckily for Mr. the Killer, the entire time he was on the stand, no one had stated Adrian Andrews' gender. And so he simply picked the wrong gender to go with. What was
It
going
was
on?
50-50 shot.
It was. Shelley the Killer, this court demands an explanation. I think somehow I must have mixed up this client with another. Does that mean you remember something different now? Yes, of course. Please, if you would allow me to testify once more. Ah, now he's just going to spit out more lies. Very well. This time, please give us the truth. Nothing but the truth. Yes, now I remember. I took that request by mail. There have been times when I took a job without having to meet my clients. It was for the murder of one Kurita and 2 or 3 other small things. When I saw the name at the end of the letter, I thought my client to be a man. So this job through a letter. Can't mention anything about a letter in his earlier testimony, which means he is definitely lying.
Be careful, Phoenix. If you break the assassin's testimony completely, it's over for us.
I know. Can't make him suspicious. But I think we're okay. Like we can do this. As long as he's standing there across from me. No matter how strong of a punch I throw, he'll counter it. Now then, let's begin the cross-examination. Didn't you just say that you always meet your clients? Yes, I suppose I did say that. However, there are some clients for whom a meeting is simply not possible. Didn't you meet your client this time? No, I did not. Oh, come now. Let's stop with this game of cat and mouse. Using your silkiest voice is not going to work on me. Alright then, just cough it up and confess. Mr. Rice, you can't badger a witness with such harsh words. You're a lawyer, so behave like one and present evidence instead of mindlessly yelling. Now then, do you have any proof that Mr. DeKiller met with his clients? No. I'm sorry, Your Honor. Unfortunately, I don't have any proof. I see. Your line of questioning was just another waste of time. Only for us, Your Honor, that is the nature of right and wrong. Why could you not meet certain clients? Lately, I've been receiving more requests. If I met each and every client, I would lose some nice business opportunities. Those business opportunities? On top of which, the times have changed. It's now the age of information and computers, correct? Well, I have joined the times, and now take requests via electronic mail. Electronic mail? You have to mail that in a special insulated envelope. I'm very sorry. I despise the shortening of words. What I meant by electronic mail is what is commonly referred to as email. Email? In the contest of mimicry, the judge would beat a parrot, hands down. Anyway, so you took the shot without having met your client, and? Two or three other things? Yes. What were these other things? The other things that have nothing to do with this case. Should I do? Should I let him slide with that? It's really bad if I pushed his buttons the wrong way and he got mad. Wait a second. Sounds like one sharp man. I should try to find a better way to do this without making him suspicious. So you're saying that you never saw your client's face, not even once? I did. Once. That was when I went to give my client a figurine. Yes, I see. Miss Andrews was wearing a mask at the time. A mask? A nickel samurai mask, I'm guessing. Right. What do you have to say about this? Do you have any problems with this piece of testimony? No.
No, because we haven't had anything that contradicts that.
Yeah. I can pull something out of what he said, but it would be real bad if I did something that made him mad over something trivial.
I'm pretty sure we're pretty much reached the end of our rope here.
It's more still okay to me.
And that's exactly what is so bad. At the rate we're going, we'll end up completely destroying DeKiller's lie. If we do that, you already know how serious of a situation that will put us in.
Oh yeah. All we can do now is pray that those items reach us in time. Shoot. Whether or not that relates to this case is for the court to decide. Mr. Attorney. Yes? Everything I have said from the beginning has been nothing but beneficial to your clients. Why I wonder that is you pushing to continue with this... Which is why I wonder what is pushing you to continue with this cross-examination. Could it be that you are planning to betray your own client? That's... I smell the stench of a backstabber. And should you turn out to be one... Wait. Uh-oh. This is looking really bad. Shouldn't press my luck. Alright, I have to think. Is this worth pursuing? Oh, God. I don't know.
Understandable.
Shoot. Witness, this is a very important matter. Please cooperate and tell us what these other jobs your client requested were. If it's truly that important, I suppose I don't have much of a choice. The bear figurine. Bear figurine? After the assassination of the target, I was to find the bear figurine. I was told that this job was just as important as the actual killing. And where was that figurine? It was inside Mr. Kurita's suitcase. And then, what did you do next? I handed it over to my client right away. Give it to your client. Interesting. Information certainly sounds important to me. What is... Please include what you just said. Say it in your testimony. If you wish. Okay. I was figuring at Mr. Ongar's mansion. You gave it to Miss Andrews, then what was it doing there? I was waiting for her there. It was also part of the plan to frame Mr. Ongar, I'm sure. Makes a lot of sense. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any problems with this piece of testimony? It's gotta be, considering we just unlocked it. Shoot. So the killer says he gave the figurine to Miss Andrews. But I know somewhere in that statement there's a contradiction. And yet, I know that if I present something trivial here...
I mean, the figurine itself,
Mhm.
maybe?
You cut off the connection on his end.
Maybe, I don't know.
If you want to make a strong point, Phoenix, you have to present strong evidence.
He's right. So now what, Dr. Wright? Oh, God. Shoot. Let's go over this one more time. Give Miss Andrews the bear figurine, and she told you to take the bear and wait for her at the On-Guard Mansion. Is that correct? Yes. Where are you going with this? Well, I think maybe you might have remembered a few things incorrectly. What? It's the battle of wits. Can't let up on him. I don't think it's possible for Miss Andrews to have been the recipient of this bear. Why? I don't think I have anything. Ugh.
I think you have to present it to when it's, you know, one of these was to find the bear figurine. Because it goes out of its way to mention it.
Yeah. The thing that gets me is that we unlocked this line of testimony, which makes me think this is what we have to do. Um... Oh! Shelly the Killer. If you had really given the bear to Miss Andrews, then this item should not have been inside it. This item. I see where you're going. Yep, that's where I'm going. Where's everyone going? Do I need to pack a suitcase? Your Honor, please think back to Miss Andrews' testimony. I'm gonna burn it. For her sake. Even for a single minute, this bear had actually been in Miss Andrews' hands, I'm sure she would have taken the suicide note out and burned it. That's where we're going. That's where you two are going. But the very fact that the suicide note was still inside the bear tells us that your client didn't know how to disassemble the puzzle. Which means, Your Honor, that it is impossible for Adrian Andrews to be the client. Order! Mr. Phoenix writes. Uh-oh. I'm sure I mentioned this before, but I hate traitors above all else. I think your cross-examination has clearly demonstrated something to me. You must wish to break your end of our agreement. No, that's not! That's enough! That is your intention, there is only one more thing for me to do. Wait, please! Gentlemen, ladies, please excuse me. I have a matter that I must attend to. No, please. Not that. Please wait. Mr. Attorney, bring this trial to a speedy end, or I may stay my hand. Otherwise... Mr. Wright, are you? Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. I didn't understand this witness's outburst just now. Do you think there's a need to hear more testimony, or is this enough? We should... We can't do this. Keep this up. Maya, she'll... Ugh. Prosecution... It's over, everyone. Even you are. Prosecution... rests. What's going on around here? Prosecution has no further questions, Your Honor. What? Well, I never thought I'd see the day. It's the most unusual situation. Prosecution rests with no further questions, and the prosecution has failed to uphold its stance. that's the case, then, even though I am reluctant, I must believe that Mr. DeKiller's testimony is accurate. That would mean that Shelley DeKiller's client is Adrian Andrews. So right. Yes, Your Honor. If I end the trial here right now, your client, Matt Engarde, would be declared innocent. In his place, Adrian Andrews would be charged with murder. Miss Andrews would be charged with murder. Prosecution has no further questions, so we will now hear the defense's final remarks. Bailiff, please bring the defendant, Matt Engarde, to the stand.
The items from DeKiller's hideout didn't make it in time. We tried as hard as we could, but it looks like our time has run out.
Can't believe it.
The outcome now lies in your hands.
Dude, did the old guy finally decide?
You'll notice I can't think of you as a truly innocent and good person. You've done enough evil to drive a woman to suicide. But, based on the charge of murder, it would appear you are innocent.
Huh. So, I guess even the old fuddy-duddy figured me out.
Mr. Engarde.
What an atrocious lawyer I have, giving his own client up like this. And that refreshing like a spring breeze crap. It's just atrocious, don't you agree? Anyway, get on with it and pronounce me innocent already. Right, Mr. Lawyer?
Should I side with justice, or should I save Maya's life?
You better get Engarde a guilty sentence, okay?
But, if I did that, Maya will die. If I say he's innocent, Miss Andrews will be charged as the murderer. Will I say he's guilty, or not guilty? Whatever choice I make, someone's life is going to end. All hinges on what I choose. Now then, Mr. Wright. Let's hear the defense's final statements on this matter. The person who hired the assassin was Adrian Andrews. And your client, Mr. Matt Engarde, is innocent.
Need to ask, old man. After all, my lawyer is going to say what I want, aren't you?
Right. I can't do this. But I have to decide something. I can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. I can't save.
Oh.
And the court record's gone.
I think this isn't where you have to save.
Client, Matt Engarde is... We are waiting for your answer, Mr. Wright. Matt Engarde, your client deserves an answer. Maya, I'm sorry. Matt Engarde is... Franziska von Karma! Hatsune Miku! What are you doing here? Ow! You see now, don't you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This is exactly why you should never take your eyes off that scruffy fool. Did you bring the final pieces? Do you have them? You should know better than to ask that, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Von Karma is perfect in every way. The evidence is here in perfect condition. Don't worry about Scruffy. He's fine, and his injuries are minor. All of the items are inside these. What a filthy old goat this is. That's Gumshoes. I can spot his tattered rags anywhere. I apologize for his ugliness, but there is nothing else that wraps the items in. I fought long and hard this whole trial, all for what is inside that raggedy coat. I'm sure that inside that coat lies a crucial piece of evidence. Your Honor, inside that filthy coat are the defense's final pieces of evidence. Your final evidence? Trial's already over. All that remains is for me to hand down my verdict. I do not believe that any evidence presented now would change the outcome of this trial. What? Your Honor, it is our duty to examine every piece of evidence, down to the last. I request that Miss Von Karma be allowed to present these pieces of evidence. Suppose you are right, Mr. Edgeworth. I grant permission to do so. However, this one obvious rule applies here. If these items do not bring up any new points, then they will be not accepted by this court. Now, Miss Von Karma, if you please. These pieces of evidence are all items left by the killer during his escape from the police. Must have been in quite a rush. Yes, Your Honor. The killer left 3 pieces of evidence. Somewhere among the evidence we're about to see, there'll be something that will turn this whole situation around, like a miracle. I'm sure of it.
That is all we can hope for.
The first item is a pistol. Does Killer's pistol have anything to do with this case? Not really, that's probably
Question.
He didn't use a pistol.
He didn't. He only used it against Franziska.
He used it against Franziska. He strangled
He strangled Juan.
Juan.
Mm-hmm.
So, the pistol doesn't have anything to do with this.
It technically does because it got Franziska out of the way.
Yes, let me... I guess it doesn't hurt. That pistol have any relation to this case? We have yet to perform a ballistics test, so I cannot say anything for certain. However, I believe it has something to do with this case. At least with me. It's the pistol that he used to shoot you, isn't it? That's what I believe, yes. Oh. I kept the bullet they removed from my shoulder as a sort of memento. I'm sure it would be an excellent sample for the test. That's the pistol that was used to shoot Franziska. It's probably not going to help us very much. The second piece of evidence is this videotape. The killer took that from On Guard Mansion. Have you checked the contents of that tape? Unfortunately, there was no time to. Ah, yeah. But I would speculate that this tape is very important. Why would you say that? Because he came back to his hideout for it. The killer went back for it? That's right. Looks like he was trying to recover it. He injured 3 of the officers at the site. But somehow, it looks like they managed to protect it from the killer. Billy the Killer is no ordinary man. The last piece of evidence is this bellboy's uniform. The uniform from the Gatewater Hotel? Was that used during the crime? I am almost certain it was. There's even a pair of black leather gloves in one of the pockets. There's no doubt about it, the killer was wearing this on the night of the murder. There is one thing I found interesting about this uniform. What is that? There is a button missing on this uniform. A button? It's a very unique button. I'm sure if we were to recover it, it would provide us with an interesting clue. That is all I have to present, Your Honor. Just as I thought. And what is that, Your Honor? I'm sure, were we under normal circumstances, these items from Shirley the Killer's hideout would be very important clues. However, our question is not who did the killing. It is who was the client. Yes, that is correct. These 3 items do not tell us anything about that. Thank you for your hard work, Miss Von Karma. You may now step down. Wait, Your Honor! Please, allow me to examine this new evidence. Overruled. This court already has all the evidence it needs to hand down a verdict.
Wonderful. Absolutely splendid. This judge is such a brilliant man, isn't he?
Is this the end?
Phoenix?
I knew it. There's no such thing as a miracle in this world, is there?
I think you're wrong. I think they do exist.
Yeah, there's a feedback in chat.
Oh, hey! But you have to make that miracle happen. You've come this far, you can't give up now.
But, no matter how you think about it, it's...
Try, for my sake. Just think about it for a second. There are two ways out of the situation for us.
Two?
The first... Madangard's wish from the bottom of his soul... Make Madangard wish from the bottom of his soul for a guilty verdict.
Huh?
The killer will always place his client's wishes first. If Angard himself wishes to be convicted, then he will let his hostage go.
That may be true, but... asking me to do the impossible. No one got the flip feedback,
The
screw you.
second way... Oh. Forced a killer to end his contract with Angard. If the killer were to no longer think of Angard as his client, then he would let Maya go.
Yeah, it's even more impossible. He's a man who values his duty towards his client above all else.
I know both of these seem like impossible feats at first, but if you can make either one happen, it would truly be a miracle.
The bigger problem is, the judge has already said he doesn't need any more evidence. The pieces he was just shown, he's not accepting them.
Phoenix, think things through from the other side. Isn't that what has always worked for us?
The other side? Wait, does she mean... You mean to turn things around?
Phoenix, the judge says he doesn't need the evidence. If that's the case, then who does need it?
The person who needs the evidence.
The defense, prosecution, and the judge. We've all seen all the pieces of evidence. And that is how we have come to know the truth. But there is one person who has yet to see them all. And that person does not know the truth. The truth, it may be what will bring about the miracle in the end.
There are no more objections this time, correct? Now then, I will pronounce my verdict.
Right here is
Yup.
yeah, where you have to save. Why don't we all respectfully sit back and listen, kids? Excuse
I
me.
have already told you, Mr. Wright. This court does not need any more evidence. I'm not saying it is us that needs the evidence, Your Honor. Then, you want to show the evidence to that person? Yes, Your Honor. Please, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, if you were to ask with such passion, I will grant you one chance. One chance. Please show your evidence to who you think is the right person. It's impossible. Turn the situation around in one try. One try. That is all I will permit. I have to try to remember. everything that has happened up to this point. Think, Phoenix, think! There must be a way to save Maya while taking On Guard down at the same time. You can no longer save. Oh, never mind. It came back. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's not waste any more time. I'm wasting a little bit more time, screw you. Who would you like to show this evidence to?
Do we go with the obvious one?
What's your guys' thought process?
Mm.
I mean, there's a reason that Matt kept the videotape.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And to blackmail the killer.
Mm-hmm.
The killer said that he hates above all else backstabbers.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Matt's going to stab him in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying show the videotape to the killer?
Yeah.
Okay. What have we done? I see. And now, tell Discord what one piece of evidence you would like to show this person. Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? I don't have anything to say to this. How about you, Miss Von Karma? Well, I was just shot, so... I'm afraid I cannot allow the defense to continue. What? No one understands what you are talking about anymore. Wait, please, one more chance. That's enough, Mr. Wright. I will now state my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Matt On Guard, not guilty.
Mm.
That is all. This court is adjourned. And just like that, the case came to an end. I ran away from the courtroom and wandered the streets alone. I never saw Maya again. The killer is a man of his word, so I'm sure he released her as promised. I heard the verdict of Miss Andrews' trial a few days later. She was found guilty, of course. The miracle never happened. Maybe it was never meant to. Because a miracle is something that doesn't exist. The end.
So that's the bad ending.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You just have to get it wrong, apparently. I misremembered that. But how about we go with the other answer? Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? I think there are some merits in showing this evidence to that witness. Bailiff, please bring in the transceiver from earlier. Alright, looks like I managed to convince him. Maya, she's okay, right? Didn't I tell you to concern yourself with bringing about a speedy end to this trial? Now, if I understand correctly, you wish to show me one piece of evidence. Yes, one is all I need. I have here a videotape. It was found at your hideout. I heard you injured 3 officers in your attempt to get this back. That was most regrettable. However, it was an order from my clients. I was told to protect that videotape. I thought so. I'm afraid I seem to have failed in that regard. Do you know the contents of this tape? I was certainly told by my client to not watch it, so I have absolutely no idea. Actually, you are on this tape. Me? There was a video camera hidden at the crime scene. Your actions were being recorded. What? Is that true? Mr. Wright! Who was it that planted the camera? Well, the only person who could have placed a camera at the scene of the crime would be your client, naturally. That was Adrian Andrews. Be quiet and listen, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Your client specified a place and time for you, isn't that right? Yes. That was so they could film you. I had no idea. Mr. Wright, why would my client do such a thing?
Form of insurance.
I would like to know why. Why did Matt Onguard film the crime scene? The reason why he did that is my ticket out of this whole mess. Only one reason your client would secretly film the crime scene. They wanted blackmail on you. Your client once told me something very interesting. We were talking about you, and this is what they said.
I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. Yes, that's where the video comes in. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want.
Your client didn't trust you at all. They were thinking of using this video to blackmail you. What do you have to say to that, Shelly the Killer? Oh! It looks like I was being deceived from the very beginning. Yes, by a natural. That is the kind of person they are. Your client is a person who only thinks in plots of how to use the people around them, to protect themselves from any and all dangers that may arise. That is the true nature of your client. I have one question for the witness. Yes. You told us one thing numerous times during your testimony. You said you detest traitors most of all. Yes, that's right. But what if that traitor was your own client? What would you do then? That's obvious. I would break our contract in that case. And then, that client would become my next target. With the owner of the killer name, even if it takes an eternity, I would follow that person to the ends of the earth to exact my punishment. Let me see. That's all I wanted to know. So the traitor becomes the killer's next target. Ah, I get it. This is how we'll turn this case around. Mr. Wright. Yes? My contract with my client is over as of now. I seem to have a new job on my hands. I will now return to you, your precious item.
What the? I'm not an item!
I thought I'd never see you again. Oh, thank goodness. This trial appears to have come to its conclusion. However, I am sort of... I don't quite know what just happened there with the client and the witness and... Ah! Miss Von Karma! Where is that? She always has you in her sights. Now, I do believe it's time to finally hand down a verdict. Mr. Onguard, it looks like somehow you got what you wanted. You will finally receive the acquittal you wanted so badly. You should be happy. But before that, I would like to make one final statement. Sometime in the near future, one very betrayed assassin may appear before you. I want to watch this animation. Oh, his hair doesn't come back down, okay. Oh, there it is.
Oh, it does.
Oh, there it is.
It just takes a bit.
It's random.
It's to say that man is very good at what he does. I'm sure you would understand what I mean if you watch this video.
Help me?
Now then, Your Honor, the verdict if you please. Is this alright with you, Mr. Wright?
We have finally reached the end of a very long battle. Whatever he's convicted or acquitted, there is no escape for him now. Go on, Phoenix. Plead whichever way your heart tells you.
Right, Chief. So,
Guilty.
it's only right.
Yeah.
I mean, with the
He
other
did
one, there may be a chance that Adrian Andrews gets convicted anyway, so
Yeah.
I think it's for the best. Plus, we get to help him out a little bit.
Give him some time.
Yeah. But on guard? Even though I am a lawyer, I cannot make your crime disappear. I think a guilty verdict is appropriate here.
Me and my wonderful self. Guilty.
Even if you got an acquittal, the instant you set foot outside the detention center... There's an Esper, hang on. Your life would be in danger. No matter which way you look at it. You can't run away from your crime anymore.
Jesus.
Oh.
Rip. As always, looks like we have uncovered the real truth. We? I don't remember you helping out much in this. Mr. Edgeworth, how is Matt on guard? I have left Miss Von Karma in charge of his incarceration. I'm sure he's getting a full-course meal of whipped leather right about now. Very good. It was a close one, wasn't it, witness? Yes. I had to pay my debt to society for my own crime, Your Honor. First time I was called to the witness stand during this trial. All I felt was despair. She must be talking about the time Edgeworth really went after her. Whether you die or not is none of my concern.
Hmm.
And she's trying to forgive him for what he did. Oh, this witness. How should I put this? She has an illness. If you're going to say you would choose death, that is of no concern to me. But after that, when I was alone at the detention center, it's the first time I really saw myself for who I am. And today, the two of you used your combined strengths to convince Max. I felt like I had finally been saved. Wow. First time I've ever seen her smile. I'm really happy that you two were in charge of this case. I don't know how to express how I feel at this moment. It's the first time I've felt comfortable with myself. With who I am. Thank you so much, everyone. Looks like we have resolved everything at last. As for myself, there are still a few things I'm confused about. But everyone seems to be in good spirits. That is good enough for me. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Now that I'm no longer shackled to this witness stand, I'm going to go to bed.
Understandable. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
What?
You were great out there, Phoenix.
That out there was right, wasn't it?
This is the first time you've not gotten your client off.
Yeah, he's gonna be blue-balled for a while, it's fine.
You got them a guilty verdict this time. But you have to look past all of that to what's really important. You now realize that there is something more than just getting and not guilty, right?
Yes, I understand now.
Phoenix, think back for a second. Think to the moments before Miss Von Karma arrived with the final pieces of evidence.
Why is your mouth not moving?
Don't think about it. Think about the incredible decision you had to make.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear the defense's final statements on this matter. Can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. Should I side with justice? Should I save Maya's life? Matt on guard is...
Is he guilty, or is he not guilty? Those were your choices then. And your answer? Your answer spoke to what being a lawyer means to you.
Right. Edgeworth? I have good news. Maya is now safe in police custody.
Really?
Girls?
You telling us the truth, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, she's quite safe. She is on her way here as we speak in a patrol car.
Yeah, Mystic Maya's safe! You did it! You really did it, Mr. Nick!
Ow, she punches exceptionally hard for a kid.
I believed in you. I kept saying to myself, Mr. Nick will save her! Mr. Nick will save her!
Thanks.
Oh,
What's wrong?
Miss Von Karma.
Hello.
Hello.
About earlier, thanks. Ah! Why are you still smiling, Mr. Phoenix Wright? You lost. Your perfect win record has now been crushed. And yet, you are still happy. I don't think you'll ever understand, Miss Von Karma. How dare you? Don't worry. She may in time. After all, I was like that myself until a year ago. Worth. For my own personal victories, for guilty verdicts, I used every dirty trick in the book, so my win record remained spotless. But a man appeared and stood fast against that selfish me. I fought him in my usual manner and tasted my first defeat. I felt like I had lost everything because of that. And then it was my turn to sit in the defendant's chair. And I was saved. But that person I called my enemy couldn't forgive myself for all that had happened. So I left the prosecutor's office. I left that note. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. As well you should have. A prosecutor who has shamed himself with defeat should crawl into a hole and die. That was not what happened. After I left the prosecutor's office, I finally came to realize something. It was in that moment of clarity that everything began to change. What foolish nonsense. We prosecutors use anything we can to attack the defendant. Every time we did so, no matter how desperate the situation, instead of giving up like most people, that man would hold strong with his undying faith. And then, before I knew it, I began to trust in that man as well. With that, you trusted your enemy. Doesn't matter how many underhanded tricks a person uses, the truth will always find a way to make itself known. The only thing we can do is to fight with the knowledge we hold in everything we have. Erasing the paradoxes one by one. It's never easy. We claw and scratch for every inch. We will always eventually reach that one single truth. This I promise you.
The truth?
Yes, that's the reason why prosecutors and defense attorneys exist. But I'm sure you knew that already, didn't you, Wright? That's why you couldn't forgive me. This man who went into hiding. Isn't that right? This man who only had his sights set on victory ran away into the night.
Is Mr. Edgeworth right, Mr. Nick?
You really let me down. When he disappeared, I felt betrayed. The reason I decided to become a lawyer to begin with was because I believed in the things you said to me. All those years ago. And you betrayed your own words. That's why, 1 year ago, I made up my mind. I decided that the Miles Edgeworth I knew had died. At least, that's what I told myself. You pathetic fool.
Miss Von Karma?
I don't want to hear the wretched whimpering of a disgraced loser. A Von Karma is someone who is destined to be perfect. Miles Edgeworth, you are no longer worthy. You are no longer worthy of being a Von Karma. Neither am I. It's over. It's all over! I just got through something on the ground just now. This is much of magnetic receiver. Is that the thing she used to track Detective Gumshoe? I'll return this to the precinct later. There's something else.
Her whip.
Ah, isn't that Miss Von Karma's whip?
I'll never set foot in another courtroom again. I'm sure that's what she's saying by this action. You should keep this right. Okay.
Nick!
Maya!
Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
You've lost a few pounds.
Oh, Nick, I knew you would come through. You got on guard convicted, just like I knew you would. And on top of that, you even rescued me.
Well, of course I did. You know I'd never desert you. You'll press our luck this trial. You're really lucky to be standing here.
Whatever. Look, it's over, okay? Besides, if I did croak, I'd just come back and haunt you like a bad ghost through Pearly.
It's really that easy to do something like that.
Thanks a lot, Nick.
Don't mention it. Maya.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth.
I'm relieved you're alright.
Hey, it looks like you've made some real progress, Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, I suppose I'm a little different from who I was a year ago. That was a weird noise.
Yep.
Surely I didn't mean anything.
Alright, I think it's time we got out of this depressing place.
Huh? Where are we going?
Food, Nick! Food! Grub! Chow! I'm starved! I'm so hungry. Even if you look like a nice juicy... Even you look like a nice juicy burger on the bun to me, Nick. Oof.
You think I look like a burger? I'm a prime rib at least.
Come with us, Mr. Edgeworth, please?
If you insist. Alright, so how about we hit up our usual burger joint?
Don't be silly, Nick.
Huh?
This case messed up that awesome evening and got in the way of my gourmet food. Oh no. So I've decided that we have to make it up by having another feast.
Another feast?
Come on, Nick! Food!
You're paying, right? Right? Hey, pal! Sorry to keep you guys waiting. Gumshoe, are you alright? Yeah, but I'm really embarrassed. I didn't think I would hit a telephone pole of all things.
Oh no.
Telephone pole? And it wasn't a red light that got him?
You did it, but you did it again, city boy. I felt like my dear old heart was gonna give out on me, and I ain't joking.
Yeah, it was more exciting than the very last episode of The Steel Samurai. Thanks.
Now looky here, Mr. Snooty Prosecutor. Don't you reckon you bullied Mr. Right too hard? If you don't start being a lot nicer to him, he might just kick it tonight even.
Now keep that in mind.
Well, come now. Everyone gather round. Y'all are gonna get your picture taken by a genuine professional photographer.
Looks like Lana bought herself a new camera. Well, pal, at least we can put this messy case behind us now. Come on, tonight's all about eating, so let's go chow down, pal.
Amen to that, pal. Amen.
You know, when you think about it, you were the one who saved the day, Detective. Oh, me? I really think so. He's right. Wasn't for the 3 items you took, I think this trial would have had a very different ending. Oh, well, you know, it's... Huh? Wait. That's odd. When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideouts, I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir.
What?
4?
Yeah, I'm sure I put one of the items in my coat pocket. Is the 4th item?
Aw, come on, y'all. It's over. Oh, boy. I tell ya, you really are something else. Between getting accused of murder and getting kidnapped. Never a dull moment with you, huh? You think?
You look so happy about that.
About being shut away for 2 whole days.
Weren't you scared? Yeah, it was really scary. I felt so hopeless. So, to keep my mind off things, I drew a picture. Sounds like you had it rough, gal. So, where's this picture of yours?
Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see Mystic Maya's picture.
You know, I don't know where it went.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, it's alright. It wasn't anything important anyway.
Sure is nice to finally see them both smiling again. What is it, Edgeworth? Miss Dingy's picking something up. Ah, that's supposed to be Von Karma's receiver. Oh, thanks to her, I had the most awful experience of my life, sir. I can't believe she stuck a tracking device on me. That's odd. Even though you're standing right here, tracking device seems to be in a different location. Oh, probably a buzzer or something, sir.
It's in
Well.
the coat.
Huh?
It's in the coat.
Well, it doesn't matter. Right, it's about time for me to excuse myself. Still have some work to do.
Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't eaten anything yet.
You've eaten way too much, you glutton. I had fun tonight. Now, if you'll excuse me. Wait. What? I just want to say, thanks, Edgeworth. You really saved me out there. Anyone should be saying thanks. Should be me, right? Like words alone aren't enough here. I wonder if there's anything I can give him to express how I feel. What's this? Thank you. It's all thanks to you two. You and her. You don't need to thank me. I was only doing my job.
It looks like Mr. Edgeworth has left, Mr. Nick. Hey, Mystic Maya!
Yes, Pearly?
I guess you two could go back to being lovey-dovey, right?
Not in front of everyone, please. No,
You and Mr. Nick, I mean?
Oh.
Pearly! Would you cut that out already? You're embarrassing me.
Anyway. But who's paying for this lovely dinner party?
As if you need to ask. Everyone say thank you, Mr. Nick.
Yeah, I thought so. Huh? Oh, yeah. Been at the point where I can't even buy instant noodles, pal. So I can already put your name on the bill. Huh? Huh?
Yeah, I got me a situation just like that myself. There's this camera shop in this hotel, see? And I just bought myself this good old beauty here. It better be anyhow for 3,000.
Huh?
Actually, I reckon you bought it for me since it's on your tab and all.
What? Huh? Huh?
Isn't it great, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, Nick.
Why do I suddenly feel like screaming?
Oh, you don't need to hold back now, you hear?
Yeah, pal. Time to let it all out.
It's gonna be the first time I hear the real you.
Oh. Go on. It's been a while since I heard you say it. I've been busy being a hostage and all.
Alright then. If you say so. That was Phoenix Wright, Justice for All. Through my neck, I had to hide that letter, but you know, I really feel like I've been living on the edge lately.
Lately, I mean, I escaped death 3 times now. Pretty cool, huh? I feel like a pro.
Yeah, now they're gonna start going fast, so.
Yep. I'm gonna have to read. I'm gonna have to speed read.
Yep.
Oh boy.
I'm so happy you could save Mystic Maya, Mr. Nick. And I'm so happy for the 2 of you. Speaking of which, I think this hotel is a popular place for honeymoons. I sort of made reservations for the 2 of you just in case.
How?
Oh no. How?
How?
Small child that doesn't understand how things work much.
Oh god.
How?
Pal, looks like I'm back on the force again. But Edgeworth had a long talk with the chief, and he got me reinstated for my sake. I already said things like, letting that one go is bad for all of society. I knew it! Crashing headlong into everything is the only way to live, pal! Well, I'm glad you still have a job.
Even if he had to lose a couple of his precious brain cells to do so.
Yup. Oh!
Oh. Maggie Bird, am retiring this uniform as of today, sir. I'm gonna be a waitress from now on. And bring smiles and joy to people who come by the restaurant, sir. I hope you'll come by sometime, Mr. Wright.
What restaurant?
Good question.
Ugh.
Oh.
Yes, are you here to visit a patient? I'm Dr. Hardy. Oh. Recently, yes. That girl, you know, I haven't seen her around. Yes. But I remember, I even laid so much of an eye on her, it would go crack. It didn't matter if I got whipped, though. Yes. Oh. He's missing a couple more teeth than the last time we saw him.
Yeah.
It's time to begin our quest of world circus domination, sweetie. And to let the world know we are serious, I plan to make a fabulous flight to Zimbabwe. I think Bob was like...
Oh.
Kick bunnies
It's
who
my
can...
cake buddies who could talk.
I think they're already talking bunnies. Even they won't laugh at most jokes.
I don't remember who was doing her voice.
I think we both swapped between it, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
No, I'm ready! There's no way these jokes are gonna fall on deaf ears. I'm gonna be more contemporary with my humor. Mole curls! Represent! We got a new act all worked out. Prepare for Hallelujah Chorus. Say something, will ya? Supposed to start this off. Get on with it. Pidak's not here for his.
Yep.
Oh well.
No. Oh. What's this? Drat, it's just an ordinary electric razor. I can't believe this, really. How long do they plan on making me do this? But it's Reggie Pooh's idea. That means I must have a deep hidden meaning. But why do I get the feeling they wouldn't forget about me, would they? I was never like this in the old days. Everyone thought the world of me. They called me Queen Wendy, and she's going too fast.
She's still at it.
Yup.
She's still at it.
Yup.
That poor woman.
Yup.
I appreciate everything you and Mr. Edgeworth did for me from the bottom of my heart. Oh, that's right. I received a letter from Miss Von Karma. She said after I get out, I should feel free to consult her about anything at all. I'm really thankful to have met everyone. I'd be careful with what she says from now on.
Yep.
Ninaba! Persona 4!
No.
It has become difficult for me in this country as of late. As such, I will take a short leave of absence. If you would like to request my services, please be sure to visit my homepage. We can both be blessed with longevity. I wonder if that means he finally got Matt.
Possibly.
March 23rd, 9:42 p.m. International departures. Gate 12. Where are you going, Francisco? How did you know I was here? With this? That's... I heard you were planting things on a certain person. Things like tracking devices in his coat, for example. That's just like you. I only planted it there because he was always wearing it. This filthy drab coat of his. I don't know how it ended up in my luggage. But it's going in the trash, I promise you that. Oh, that's right. Speaking of that man, he told me something very interesting. When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideouts, I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir. 4 things? Seems he put the last one in his coat pocket. You put it in here? It doesn't matter anymore. The case is already over. What are you going to do now? That's none of your business. Are you running away? Shut up! You don't understand a thing. You can't possibly understand what it means to be Manfred von Karma's daughter. Franziska. So many expectations from everyone around me. Expectations I must fulfill. I'm expected to win no matter what. And failure? Such a thing is not an option for me. My father was a genius. There's no doubt about that. But me, I'm no genius. I've always known that. But I had to be one. I had to. You may not be a genius like your father, but you're a prosecutor. You have been and always will be. No, I'm not. Not anymore. I've even thrown my whip away. Speaking of that, Wright gave me this to hold on to. But you knew something like this would happen, didn't you? I'm going to say this again. We prosecutors do not fight for personal honor or pride. I'll hope you will think deeply about what you should be striking down with that whip. You haven't changed a bit. You've always left me alone and walked on ahead without me. Now, Jedworth, I've always hated you. And then, finally, my chance to take my revenge on you arrived. If I could win against that man, I could make Phoenix Wright bow down in defeat. Then this girl you left behind would have risen higher than you. That was supposed to be my revenge. see. You know, I can't do it. I can change who I am. I can throw away everything until I've been until today. I believe you can. Just like how Adrian Andrews did. Adrian Andrews. You were going to use her during the trial, right? But you were dependent on your father by using his tactics. Isn't that right? Today, you chased after me after I had left you behind all these years. And that's why we're standing here now, side by side. But I have no intention of stopping. If you say you are going to quit your walk down the prosecutor's path, then this is where we part ways, Franziska von Karma. I am Franziska von Karma. I think I'm going to walk in your shadow forever. Our battle begins now. So you'd better prepare yourself, Miles Judgeworth.
Oh. Oh.
Phoenix Wright. One day, someday, I'm sure we'll meet again in battle. Until then, this is the last piece of evidence that never made it to you. I'll take good care of this fourth piece, so I can give it to you when at last we meet again.
No.
That was Justice for All. But this is a trilogy. There is a third game.
Yep.
A third game that I don't remember anything very little about.
Trials and Tribulations.
I have played all these games before, and I've watched someone play a bit of one of the Apollo Justice games. I have played the first Miles Edgeworth Investigations game. Never knew the second one existed. But this was all years ago as well. I remember the first case, the tutorial case. I remember the prosecutor, and I vaguely remember the final case. Other than that, I have not done any research or watched any videos on this as of lately. And I'm gonna keep it that way.
Have it be a fresh experience for both of us.
Yeah, it'll be more fun that way. At least mostly, because I do know a couple things, but that's about it. But yeah. As for when I'll play the third game, yeah, I'll play it again next week.
Oh boy.
I might as well not wait. We're already on a Phoenix Wright roll, so might as well continue.
Yep.
Anyways. I might try streaming Silverblade tomorrow. I don't know. I have a new personal project that I want to work on with a group of friends, and that might take all of my time. So we will see what happens. Yeah, we'll see what happens. So I'm not going to promise anything about streaming tomorrow. If I don't, then we'll be back here, or at least I'll be back here Friday for Mario Mon. Other than that, yeah. Thank y'all for watching, and we'll see y'all next week's stream. Have a good night. Oh. Actually, hold on. I just remembered something.
Hmm?
TCGP.
Ah.
My phone didn't go off that I have a thing ready, but I'm pretty sure I do. And I was gonna do a 10 pull whenever I got it.
Understandable. I think I might as well. I can't do a 10 pull because I don't have the hourglasses currently. But I can at least open one.
Okay, open 10 pack. It's booster pack opening time!
Dragonite EX, that's the third one I've gotten.
Oh, I got
think.
one shiny. I got one that sparkled.
Oh, nice.
3 diamond Flareon for the first one. Nothing special
Nice.
for pack 2. Ooh, pack 3 is looking nice.
Ooh.
Ooh, full art Flareon.
Mm-hmm.
That's new.
Nice.
Snorlax EX. I already have that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this one has something nice. The full art Flareon again. Pack 5. Nothing. Ooh, shiny Lapras right off the bat for pack 6.
Nice.
Pack 7. Couple of evolutions. Pack 8. Nothing. 9. Nothing. Just a Leafeon. Pack 10. Shiny Gardevoir.
Nice.
I'm still missing flippin' how?
Hmm.
I'm upset.
Okay, I do have enough for one more, so I can do that. What? Eevee bag. Espeon. Nope.
Alright, hang on. Time to check Wonder Pick.
Yep.
Bonus pick is there. I might as well. Because that's free.
Yep. Same.
Eevee Grove. Nothing.
I got the card. I got the freaking Greedent. I always get the Greedent. I have yet to get the freaking.
Nothing. Nothing. God dang it. All the Eevee Grove stuff I already have. Oh, I collected all the cards for Sylveon EX and Eevee EX deck.
Hmm.
Cool. And for Snorlax. Nice.
Oh. Seems that's all. All the stuff from. I'm only missing like, like 4 or 5 of the base cards for Eevee Grove.
Let me see how much I'm missing. Because I'm missing a couple, I think. I'm missing Flareon EX, Eevee EX, and How.
Oh, how do I do this again?
Missing 3 for the base, but that's about it.
I'm trying to remember how to look it up again.
You just go to My Cards and then you press the slider.
Oh. Okay.
It doesn't show you the special cards, but it'll show you the, it won't show you what
The
special
base
cards you're
stuff.
missing, but it'll show you the base cards you're missing,
Okay.
which is a little annoying.
Alright,
but-
so Eevee Grove, I'm missing Flareon EX, Primarina EX, Sylveon EX, and Eevee EX.
Yeah, I'm missing Flareon and Eevee EX, and I just need how. I'm gonna log into flipping Ultra Sun and just smash him into the ground. Smash his face with an iron.
Understandable. Anyway.
Okay. Well, anyways, with that little slight disappointment, we will see y'all later. Y'all have a good night.
Bye.